Look around, leaves are brown, and the sky is a hazy shade of winter. A hazy shade of winter. Look around, leaves are brown, and the sky is a hazy shade of winter. A hazy shade of winter. And the sky is a hazy shade of winter.
Who wants to do the recap?
Been a while since I've done one, I feel. Okay, so we started with a quick flashback to me doing some browsing through Benicio's used goods. Spent a shit ton of money, but it was all for the betterment of the party. Which then after we went to the speaker's house, we inform her of the incoming threat and that Tourmaline is organizing for an evacuation to the mines, and that if the people of her town need to find refuge, they can either go there or they can try to stand and fight. Eventually the troll killers pop out and offer to give the town their services to defend the oncoming dangers, and everyone's like, "Are you a crazy kid?" And Nimsy, for the first time, seems to get a little irritable and sends them off. Eventually, we take our leave after giving her our advice, where we head to the ramshackle. The goo is back, and Big Smile and Sapphira start sliding around, getting stuck. We hear the skitterings of the fey creatures within the walls. And we show Illican where he'll be spending the night. We hang around, talk for a bit. I don't actually have written what we talked about, but and I can't quite remember. But eventually, Ogden shows up. Ogden, being from the Thun-Laka-Laka clan, sees the Goliath in the room and finds out he is from Illican. What's your clan's name again? I know it's on the tip of my tongue.
Akhenaten.
Akhenaten clan. Mortal enemies. So everyone thinks they're about to start going at it and like ripping each other's throats out, and then they decide on a boulder moving contest. We're like, what? I thought they were gonna kill each other. It's way cooler. So we all go out and watch. Crowds form. People start betting. And after a breakneck race, Illican wins by like 2 inches. Illican boasts a little bit before, sending off the disgraced Goliath back to his corner of the town. And that about ends the boulder competition. We go to the Moon Temple, where we wanted to use the temple, the mirror, to check on some people. We try to look at Illican's friend. It doesn't work. We look at Caldron. That failed, but we get a glimpse of a black rod with a red ruby on the end. We try Zardarok, which Quintus tries that and gets absolutely blasted with psionic energy. So he's pretty much done. Big Smile tries to see Janth. Doesn't work. But he does get a glimpse at Avarice, who seems to be leaving over a regad covered in ice, who tells him that she's going to tell him something, and mentions the island of Solstice. We check for dearth. We see him in a jail cell, but not in East Haven. Seems that he got back to his own people somehow. As we see another woman, Duergar, with black robes. They also check on Reardon, and we feel the sense of a forge, but we can't see him because it failed. So Illican, back in the Ramshackle, tells us a story about his young childhood, which I won't go through the whole thing here, but it's basically, about how his friend died in war against the Thun-Laka-Laka, and that is why he hates the Thun-Laka-Laka clan. V and Quintus have a discussion about her background and some things that may be memories or maybe, visions of things that happened or things to come. And she warns him about the Illithids and what those are, and other things happen there. And then, to end the session, Gabar gets awoken because his alarm spell goes off to a drow assassin leaning over Big Smile, about to try drawing some essence out of him into a vial, if I remember correctly.
Vice versa. He was trying to get him to smell something in a vial.
Okay, backwards. Gabar uses Tasha City's laughter to stop him from doing that as the rest of the party wakes up to maniacal laughter or a silent alarm in the case of Illican, who tries to get up but finds himself covered in black glue as well. Eventually breaks it off. We get up there and Big Smile finishes the fight as he knocks out the drow assassin. And that's where we end the session.
That's right. So we fade from black to a close-up of this drow's face. Right, gray skin, white hair that's sort of disheveled now at this point, but it was pulled into a tight ponytail. But now, since he's been punched in the face and chopped with an axe and all kinds of stuff, his hairs are pulling out of it and they're down onto his face. He's sweating in the cold, and there's blood running out of his nose. Some of his teeth are missing. He's got a mouth full of blood, and he is leaned up against the kitchen wall. And we see his face, and we pan out and see the group of you guys surrounding him. What would you guys like to do?
Who sent you? Illican holds up his plank with the nails hanging out of it.
He is passed out.
We're probably wait until he wakes up first.
Everybody's good.
He's tied
Anybody
up too. You already tied him up.
Anybody get stabbed? What?
I'm all right.
Yeah, I think everybody's good.
No, he had a vial of something he was trying to make Big Smile drink. What?
Yeah,
Is that
use
around
that.
anywhere?
Check his pockets, maybe.
Yeah, you want to search him?
Cap that. We don't want a random vial of poison just somewhere in the bar.
Absolutely. Okay, so the vial that he was trying to get Big Smile to smell, he had it up at his nose, right? It must be some sort of chloroform sort of thing. You know what I mean? It's like a liquid that if you smell it, something happens to you. But when he got attacked, that smashed to the ground. Or when he laughed, it smashed to the ground. However, as you search his person, you pull off this cloak that he wears around him. It's this black cloak that has a hood, and it's covered in these white sort of spider patterns. And around the edges of the trim on the robe are these elven arcane symbols going down all the way down around the side of this cloak that he wears. You throw that aside. On his person, he has a curved dagger with a spider on the hilt, on the pommel. There is a crossbow, but it's the smallest fucking crossbow you guys have ever seen, ever. And next, on his hip, he has a small pouch, a square sort of pouch or a rectangular pouch that has a bunch of bolts in it. These tiny little bolts, each of which are covered in poison. And he has, I think, a scimitar. And that's all that you find on his person.
Oh, can I pop off a quick detect magic?
Yeah, you want to.
Cast?
Yes, the cloak that he wears is definitely magical.
Well, I'll set that aside for and identify for a little.
Yeah,
bit.
you take it off this spidery sort of cloak off of him and throw it on the floor around, and you disarm him completely.
Do we know how he got in here?
No, nobody saw him get in.
Just woke up and he was right in my grill.
Sonar or anything?
Oh, you know what? You would find something else on him, because you mentioned that. There is an empty potion bottle in his sort of on his person.
Is there any liquid left that I can get a sense of the color, the smell, anything I can try to use to identify it?
There is a tiny bit of liquid left in it, and it has a sense of magic to it. You know, this is just a little bit. You almost didn't notice it at first, but when you swirl the liquid around, it's this tiny little gray liquid, like a little bit in the bottom. And as you swirl it around, it creates this sort of vapor when you swirl it.
Someone just recycle that. There are bins around here.
Unless he was invisible, he didn't come in the front door. Sonar was keeping an eye on that direction.
It seems like a trained assassin if I've ever seen one.
Erdir, I was paying close attention to the front room. He most certainly did not come through there.
Oh, that leaves the room that, has no doors and windows. Except the one leading to the front room.
Alright. Fuck, he's an elf, so this probably isn't gonna work. But I could just try and make him tell us.
Does the top floor have any windows?
Yeah.
He could have climbed.
I mean, a lot of holes and nooks and crannies in this place, too.
True as well.
I mean, that floor is kind of a built-in alarm. It's the creakiest thing I've ever heard.
All right,
Why don't you ask him?
Yeah, regardless, we gotta ask this bloke some questions here.
You guys
Safari,
You want to wake him up?
1 HP? Yeah, or if we can just slap him away.
I'll slap, but give lay on hands.
All right,
At the same time.
He's up to 1 HP. He's tied up. He comes to consciousness. And as he's kind of sitting up, he blinks and sort of looks around, and you can see he has red eyes, and they sort of adjust in the lighting. You can tell that his eyes are flicking onto dark vision mode, right? And as he looks at the group of you, he would sort of look at himself tied up. And you say, "What do you want?" And then he will swear at you guys in Undercommon.
First off, I'd like to know what the fuck you're doing in our house.
Jarlaxle will have revenge.
Okay,
And you can tell that his common is very not good.
In that case, Quintus's ears and tongue are gonna start frosting over.
What? All right. Cool.
And from Quintus's perspective, he's speaking Infernal, but Infernal has been translated into every language for a contract somewhere.
Fucking awesome.
So
now you can
this
speak
guy,
his undercommon. Technically, you
he
can
hears
understand it.
his mother tongue in his ears, but Quintus hears Infernal back.
Awesome. But you guys just hear Undercommon and Infernal going back and forth. That's pretty cool. Okay, do you say something to him? Because he doesn't know that you did that. He doesn't know what that means.
What do you know about these two gentlemen? Pointing to Gubar and Big Smile.
A smile curls across his cheeks, right? And it's just a little too big. You know what I mean? Like it's a normal smile, but just a little bit taller than everything else. And you can see he's missing teeth in his mouth after Big Smile punched the shit out of him. And he'll say, why should I tell you?
Can I cast Detect Thoughts during this conversation?
Yes. Is it a save or you want to get surface thoughts?
Just surface thoughts for, normal
The immediate
questions that are
surface
being asked.
the immediate surface thoughts is how can I kill them? You can feel him thinking about a plan to get out of here the whole time he's having this conversation so far.
All right.
I think unless you dig deeper, that's what he's thinking about.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine.
Okay.
I'll stay ready though, so I'll keep my dagger in hand.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead. He's basically like, why the fuck would I tell you?
Listen, I'm kind of trying to get away from them, making it look like I'm leveling with him. I know there's a bounty on them.
Yeah.
Business isn't personal. We don't have to kill you for doing this. We know you're just doing a job. So if you just give us something, we can give you your life back.
Jarlaxle saved my life. Saved me from worthlessness and torture. I will never betray him.
And
We offer you
he'll
the
spit
same
on the
gift.
ground.
We can save your life right here, right now. Or else that axe is coming for your throat, and there's nothing I can do about that if you don't help me.
He will say,
I owe my life to the Brigandairth. I would never betray them. Never. You're going to have to just kill me.
All right, I'll ask very nicely this time. Please just give me a timeline of everything you've done since you've heard of these two gentlemen, and I'll try it with suggestion.
yeah, okay. The only way you're going to get information out of this guy is magically. Let me pull up his character sheet real quick. It's a save?
Yeah, and it's a charm effect, so
It's a suggestion?
yeah.
What's your suggestion?
Just give me a timeline of everything you've done since you heard about these two.
What can I say? Whiz?
Yeah.
And
got
advantage. Damn, this one's good. You've got a good one on this one.
Ooh,
Yeah, 16.
that makes it.
Yep. He, you can see that his
Can
eyes are
I silvery
blinking.
barbs him?
Yeah. What is that? What do I have to do for that? Just roll one more time.
Yeah, it's success into failure, so he succeeded, so he has to roll one more time.
Okay. All right, and this is just one single die roll, so use the left one.
one single roll.
Use the left one.
Damn.
Damn it!
All right, so here's what happens. I need you to describe that silvery barbs to me, because what happens is the charm starts to take hold, and then he laughs out of it. What do you do to try to pull him in?
I'm basically I just make him want to give into it. So like for a split second, he
Stops
feels
and-
a compelling emotion to actually give into the
Yeah,
effect.
but he doesn't, and as he kind of breaks free of that, he and while he's laughing, he's struggling against the ropes. Not get nothing from me, he says in common out loud.
I understood that at least.
Do the affected parties have any other questions? I mean, he's not given me much.
I just want to make sure he's going to, not be alive to slit our throats tomorrow. If he's not going to tell us anything.
Suddenly,
Well,
everyone is speaking Infernal to.
Is he talking? I thought he was talking to
Yeah,
us
no.
in common.
He is.
if you
he
can
is.
understand one
Oh,
language,
yeah.
you might
Yeah.
hear it in like Gnomish or
No,
something. if
yeah,
that's your first
exactly,
language.
exactly.
Oh,
Because you
I see
are
what you're
speaking.
saying, yeah.
Because he's under the effects of tongues, and that's how his tongues works. I like it. I think that's fucking awesome.
I didn't know that Quintus could speak Gnomish.
Yeah, exactly. That's super cool. I love that.
Why is everybody speaking in primordial?
All right. Well, we're gonna take this outside, not make more of a mess than we have to in the place.
I think that's wise. I think that's wise.
I could
Wise. Jeez.
pour
Can't
every
speak.
bit of magic I have into trying to get this guy to spill, but kind of just seems like we'll run into the same thing we did.
So we're gonna get much.
Before they take him out back to murder him, I'm gonna do the detect thoughts thing one time. Try.
You're gonna dig in.
Yeah, try to see what I can get.
All right. What kind of save is that?
Sorry. I think it's wisdom.
Should be
Wiz?
wisdom.
I think so too.
Oh, hold on. Intelligence. No. It is wisdom, but it needs a higher intelligence for some reason.
The left roll.
Hey.
He fails. All right. What do you want to know?
Well, what's the spell?
Basically, you could just fucking read his mind, like whatever you want.
Well, I gain reasoning into. No. I gain insight into its reasoning, emotional state, and something that looms large on its mind, such as something that it worries over, loves, or hates, or I guess like a passion or something like that.
How about you just read into his mind, and I'll just give you some flashes of
Give me whatever you want.
Okay. Because you're more than just a wizard spell. You know what I mean? This is your whole bag is reading minds. So as you push through these sort of mental barriers that you can feel inside of his mind, this sort of fog around the images inside of his mind, you push through, and you are deep underground in this massive black city in a huge cave. And there's this giant stalagmite in the middle of the city that glows blue, like a bright blue. And there's a slight green that's running up the top of it, like a green ring that's slowly going up top of it. And you can see there is like a young version of this guy, like a teenager version of this crazy psycho guy, and this woman drow is whipping him with a whip made out of snake heads, like actual living snakes. And as it whips into his back, they bite into his back, right? And then it cuts to there's this suave looking male drow with a bald head and an eye patch, and he's got this fucking beautiful hat on with his feather coming out of it. He's wearing like a fucking tuxedo suit. He looks really great, and he's extending a hand out to him in like another scene. And then it shows much later. This is normal him, and maybe a dozen others are traveling through the Underdark with these like big passages of, big giant mushrooms or like tight little caverns and underground lakes and stuff. And they're just walking and traveling until finally one of the last scenes is there's a cave, and they come out of the cave and they're on a snowy mountainside.
Did you say he was with somebody?
Yeah, 12 other drow.
Gotcha.
At least.
Yeah.
And then that cuts away, and it cuts to one of the 10 towns. But it's the dark of night, and the aurora is going above head. And there's this drow puts his hood on and steps out into the town. And as he does, you can see this is Targos. And then it ends there. It's Sapphira and Big Smile grab onto his shoulders and start dragging him out the front door as he's cackling and kicking his legs.
Stuff a rag. Don't want to wake the neighbors.
Yep, you stuff a rag in his mouth.
All right, settle down now. Deal with it quickly.
All right, you guys execute him.
Yep.
What do you do with his body?
Why don't
bury
you
it
guys just
somewhere?
like shape water and bury him 10 feet in the snow?
That's what you want to do? Well, after about 2 foot, you get to dirt.
Why don't we just dump him in the house next door that's abandoned?
It's cold enough. He shouldn't rot, right?
That'll just be like the body stash we start? Our collection?
Nasty.
What
Right.
if there comes a point where another
Sucks
abandoned
for the
body
next
ends up going
tenants.
into another abandoned house, and then there's just a random body there? That doesn't seem very like polite now, does it?
Is it cannibalism if you're in your werebear form, Illican?
Oh my god, stop. Stop. That is not a funny joke.
Now that's a good question right there.
Oh my god, I didn't think about that.
That is really funny.
Just dump him in the woods behind the house? Let the forest
Kids find
critters-
him.
Unless anybody knows a pig farmer around here.
You got some dogs?
No, that's not good for them.
Yeah.
Bears are big. They can take it. They have
That's
good
enough for the
metabolisms.
bear.
Also, inviting a bear to town, we should probably just like throw it.
We'll
out
just
the
dump
house.
him in the house. The town's got enough issues if they find a dead body. Hopefully they just won't pay it
So
anyway.
in the neighbor's house, the abandoned house next door.
Yeah. Zentarum were living there anyway. It's not like
Yeah.
it's being
You
used.
you guys did like not break a window, but like broke a latch on a window before. So you just slide that window open and shove his body inside the window. He falls on the floor inside. And you guys quietly close the window and head back home.
Like nothing ever happened.
Yep. You guys are all together now.
I will say, I did get to glimpse into his mind for a brief moment, and I guarantee that this isn't the last we'll see of someone like him. At least not for you two.
Yeah, that tracks. I feel like we're kind of marked for life here now.
I think he mentioned a Jorlaxo.
Just the big crime boss that Big Smile fucked over. Big deal back in Luskin.
Yeah.
I do think though that they are. I think it was Targos, but I think they might be working out of there.
Not surprising, Zentarum breaking the earth, and we know that, well, we suspect that Maximil Dinar is, in league with the Zentarum.
Are these drow connected to the Grey Dwarves?
From the same place, roughly. But the Underdark is a pretty big place.
So we have no evidence that directly connects them.
I don't believe they like each other very much.
Does anybody know anything about Drow?
Can I make some sort of history check?
Yeah. If you think you might have a little bit of information about a Drow, maybe heard about Drow before.
I mean, are they that uncommon, really, that you would never see one?
It's a myth. No, you don't see them.
I don't think I would have seen any in the spine of the world, right?
No,
Okay.
They live underground. Like,
Okay,
it's
I got
very rare to see a Drow. That's their whole fucking bag, is that you don't ever see them. Even if they're on the surface, you don't see them.
I myself only know of the legendary Dritz.
That was a fucking drow. I've heard of him.
I mean, you've heard of Jorlaxel, but you don't like. He purposefully is quiet.
So,
fucking
I would
iron fist in the
say-
shadows.
I would say the way this drow fought was quite unlike the legends I have heard of Dritz. Although, I suppose he was an exceptional figure.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect the other drow we meet up here to be like those stories.
I see. He looks like a little disappointed almost.
There's probably one hitman and a long line of them. We just gotta keep our wits about us.
It's just kind of problematic. Like, we can't stay in the ramshackle. We can't go home. Like, we're just gonna have to sleep with one eye open the rest of our lives.
Maybe until we get
Not for the rest of your lives.
Unless we come up with 50,000 gold to pay off his bounty and 2,000 for me, then yeah. I don't really think that we're getting out of this one.
She kind of like is about to say something, but then it's like, how much is that?
Enough to make it worth considering just killing Jarlaxle. Which,
Might be easier.
yeah.
I don't know at this point.
I think the bounty might be higher after that, don't you think?
one life-changing shadow over your entire morality problem at a time. We gotta head to those mountains soon, boys.
Illiken, did you kill the boggle or just
The boggle.
the fey creature thing that leaves all the goo around? Because you're kind of covered in
Oh,
stuff.
that's. No, I. Thank you for reminding me I should really wash up, but I did not see them. They're quite sneaky, these creatures.
Hey, isn't tonight the full moon?
Nope, tomorrow.
Tomorrow,
Oh,
technically.
he was just test running the basement.
Yeah.
Yes, if this gawk is the worst they can do, though, I think I will be fine.
Well, let's try and get our rest about us then.
You want to identify some of that stuff, Kamar?
I do before we go to bed.
Okay. You want to do the cloak or that little bit of potion first?
I'll do the cloak.
All right. Here you go. That is pronounced Piwafwi.
Ooh, that looks cool.
I was gonna say that looks
Yeah.
pretty sick.
Look like Batman.
It's
All
a
right, there you go,
it's a
Sapphira.
cloak
Put
of
this on.
elven kind, basically.
I mean, why exactly?
Shoot. Wait, what?
Why? I'm just asking why.
To negate the disadvantage of your stealth check.
She
with an
doesn't know that. You didn't
advantage?
tell her.
Oh.
She doesn't know.
Oh,
that.
okay, I see. I don't, it just fucking makes you quiet, so we don't have to worry about you clunking everywhere when we're trying to be stealthy.
Am I
No
not quiet?
offense.
Am I not quiet enough for you?
No, it's almost blown our cover several times.
She's like, she kind of looks down and is like, what's the armor, isn't it? Right. Oh boy. Okay, I'll put it on.
You actually, it doesn't require
Wait.
attunement, so you can just like throw it on whenever you need to.
Oh shit, that's pretty good.
Just don't wear it out in the sun, all right?
There's.
I say that sarcastically.
Yeah.
Really, I think it looks quite. Really, I think it quite compliments me pretty well. She says pretty sarcastically.
The remnant of the potion is a potion of gaseous form. And you would learn what that means, right? Not just, oh, it's a potion of gaseous form. You would know that it means like you drink it, you turn into a gas cloud, and then you can move around and stuff.
That explains how the fucker got in.
Well, I don't really think we can go around sleeping in airtight chambers.
At least, at least I got the alarm spell that we'll be putting up, but maybe, Sapphira, you'll be wanting to use yours too from here on out.
That's a good idea. Cover all our bases.
Yeah, just cover as much as we can,
Yeah, we gotta be real careful
Eh,
going forward.
Let's set those alarms to be loud too. It was kind of risky of me to keep it quiet, so.
Does anybody want these this crossbow or dagger?
Oh fuck yeah, I want that crossbow. It's Gabar sized.
It's a hand crossbow, so if you're proficient with crossbows, you can use that.
Oh, those are martial weapons. Are you proficient with hand crossbows?
Nope, only light crossbows. So I'll just keep racking the light crossbow I have, I guess.
Yeah, it can be used. You just wouldn't add your proficiency bonus to it.
No, I'd rather use the light crossbow if that's the case.
I'll take the hand crossbow then if nobody else wants it.
Okay. If you use these bolts within the next 24 hours, they have drow poison on them. But after 24 hours, the poison loses its effect.
All right, what is it? 20 bolts or?
Yeah, sure.
There's a sweet dagger in there too.
Yeah. Drow looking dagger and a drow looking scimitar.
Might be able to pawn those off to someone. There's that one trinket collector over in Bremen. Might be interested in this. See, you found it in the lake.
All right. Is there anything else you guys want to do?
I think just try and get a good night's sleep.
Get you alarm. You all stay downstairs, alarm around each other, and we get a long rest. That's that. You guys wake up in the morning. What would you like to do?
We still headed to Bremen today.
Believe that was the plan.
Yeah, we don't have much time to burn though. This is the last day before we have to go.
Just gotta handle Illiken's thing.
Yes, my transformation is nigh.
Alright, well let's do what we gotta do during the day then.
You're not gonna say it so ominously.
You didn't roll your D100. Yeah. All right. So as you guys get up, pack up your gear, get on your armor, we're going to step outside. You can see. Well, let's pull you over to Lonelywood. You can see the town of Lonelywood. And you guys can basically see the docks like right as you step outside, and you can see that almost the entire town is out on the docks. You even catch a quick glimpse of Ogden Beartanner, who is lifting a boat by himself and setting it in the water. It appears that all the people of Bremen are preparing boats. People are dragging boats from their houses that look like they had shit piled on them for months or years even. People are dragging boats out to the lake because this area of the lake is thawed. So they have water here.
You said Bremen or Lonelywood?
Lonelywood. You're in Lonelywood right now. Did I say Bremen?
Yeah,
Sorry.
but we gotcha.
Gotcha. Okay.
Is this the great defense plan we're looking at, I wonder?
More like evacuation.
Yeah.
Where will they go?
Out on the water, best as I can tell.
You're looking at it.
Duragar aren't hauling ships across the tundra from the mountains. I don't know if are there even big bodies of water in the Underdark that would require a ship?
I do wonder, but I would say their plan is good as long as they have the food.
That's the thing. It's gonna be a siege.
Yeah, it looks like they're setting up right now. Like nobody's just like out on the water, but they are like
They're setting up right now.
They're preparing boats. Yeah.
Looks like it might
They
be
can-
plan B, I think. us
I feel-
getting there and stopping everything is plan A.
Yeah, I feel like I can only be out there for so long.
Exactly.
All right. Well, we don't want to get caught with a bear in the middle of the road, so let's make haste.
Okay.
All right. I'm pretty sure it was just a 4-hour ride that to there if you don't make any stops in Tourmaline. Uh, 4 hours to Targos. Oh no. You're in Lonelywood, so it's 2, 6, 7, 8 divided by 2 is 4. Okay. It's gonna take about 4 hours to get there if you don't stop. Is that cool? You guys ready?
Mhm.
Grab your
Oh, yeah.
shit, load up the axe beak, load up the dogs, eat out of the cauldron for breakfast, and head off. You deal with the same sort of situation that you did originally going through Tourmaline, where there's a barricade set up with like sandbags and snow sort of piled up on these big wooden spike things, and you get stopped. You say that you have business in Bremen and you're on your way or whatever. Pass right through. You get to the crossroads where it leads to either Brinshander or Bremen. You can see Targos in the distance, the shanty town. And it looks the same. Nothing really looks different about it, or it doesn't really look like they might be preparing siege weapons or anything. Nothing drastic anyways, but you guys just want to roll right fucking past Targos, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys easily roll right past Targos and head towards Bremen. Now the bridge to get across the Shangarn River is broken. However, there is no giant ice crabs, and you easily walk the dogs and the Axebeak across. However, Sapphira is fucking terrified the entire time.
Yeah. I'm if we're crossing across the water, yeah, she's like in a fetal position, basically.
Yep.
That was a good fight.
And then you make your way and you can see Bremen in the distance. So let's take you guys over to Bremen. And I will pull up my notes. Yeah, here we go. Okay. I don't know where my fun little description of Bremen is, but it's basically this really small town that's right on the edge of the river, and there's like high banks on either side, like where you guys are walking up. There's like a high bank right there where you during the summer the waters rise up to that level, but it hasn't done that in 2 years because of the never-ending ice. You make your way into Bremen. What would you guys like to do?
Well, Sapphira, you know what you want to say?
Yes, so. Can I find bucket around here? No
You
one?
don't see the bucket in town. However, also again, I will say the town looks as sleepy as ever. There's like maybe 3 people ice fishing and a couple of people walking around the 5 Tavern Center, but that's about it.
Right.
And you know that the bucket, Nolan Greaves, has an island in the middle of the Shangarn that sort of looks like what's the mountain called? Kelvin's Cairn. And it has a cabin on it. So you know you have to walk across the ice to get to his house.
Let's speak with the militia first, and then we can talk with Nolan whenever we get whenever we get closer.
Yeah, lead the way.
All right.
Where are you going?
To speak to the big dude with the big boat in the Five Tavern
Yeah,
Center.
Well, it's
Yeah.
middle of the day. You guys can go check out the Five Tavern Center if you want.
Sure.
I
Okay.
kind of assume that's where he'd be.
All right. There is 5 taverns in the middle of town in a sort of semicircle. And they are called Stones. The Grumpy Moose and the Black Bearded Brother are one building. Even Keel is another building, and the River's Mouth is another building.
Look, and you should probably be warned. This is the most concentrated part of 10 towns, I think. It's
What
a
exactly
lot.
do you mean? Well, I suppose I'll find out what you mean, but and you have me quite curious.
Do you see that one bar over there as I point to the, was it Rivers, whatchamacallit?
Which one? The River's Mouth is the name
quiet
of one.
bar.
Yeah, the
quiet
quiet
bar.
one. Yeah,
Yeah, don't fuck shit up in there, alright? Just let's stay out of there.
Yeah, no, this place turns into a war zone every night.
And we shouldn't bring unwanted attention to ourselves by starting a fight. Duly noted.
Yeah, Sapphira.
Was just the one time, all right?
When in Bremen.
Besides,
One in
we're
Bremen.
here to alert the townsfolk. We don't want
Which-
anybody to be caught off guard.
Which bar do you guys want to pick?
Yeah, I guess the twofer, the Grumpy Moose, and what's it called?
The Black Bearded Brother?
Black bearded brother, yep.
All right. So you guys head in. Which side do you go in on?
All right, they're gonna make a big deal of it. 3 of us go left, 3 of us go right. Oh fuck, Sinar.
Sonar.
He's the
He's not
he's the
Sonar,
black
stay
sheep here.
outside. Okay. Do you just leave Sonar outside? That's fine if you do. That would be the best scenario, I think. So 3 of you walk at the simultaneously, step by step. Everybody walks through both sides at the same time, and you can see at the back of the bar, the usual bartenders. One of them is a red-haired dwarf that has his beard in one giant braid. And then there's another dwarf that has a long black beard that's tucked into his belt. And they're both standing there. And as soon as you guys enter, they start shouting at each other, "Look, hey, they just came in my bar." And the other guy says, "No, they came in my side." And then they both look at each other, like they lean in and looking through the other side of the bar and look, and they realize that you're walking simultaneously, and they both kind of silence themselves and don't argue anymore. However, the interesting thing that you see in here is there is a couple of patrons in here, mostly sailors or fishermen, getting some breakfast, hair of the dog kind of thing. Well, I guess it's the middle of the day, huh? What time did you guys wake up? 8? Well, so that's
Probably like
about
1-ish.
yeah. So everybody's eating breakfast or eating lunch rather. However, you immediately, as the yelling starts happening, people look to see who came in, and one thing you immediately notice is that there's like this big burly dude sitting. He's got a bald head. And he's got like the hair that's like his chest is so hairy that it's popping out of his collar. And you can see as he turns towards you that on the side of his face is a black snake tattoo with wings going over one eye and wings going over the around towards his ear. And he's sitting at a group with like 5 other people that are all wearing black armor, like black leather armor. And they all look at you as you walk in. However, you do not see the dude that you're looking for. Carter.
Oh, fuck. Can I minor illusion, like, a bell sound in the far corner of the bar behind them, so they look away from us for a second.
Yeah. You do that.
All right, I do that. Do they look away?
Yeah.
All right, I cast alter self on myself.
Okay.
And I just make myself look similar, like another gnome, but a little taller.
Okay.
Different, like a red beard.
Okay.
Maybe like like a pair, like a monocle. I don't know.
Okay.
And I don't
Where'd
look like a bar
Gabarka?
anymore.
Yeah. And everybody's the one of the bartenders like, hey, what the fuck was that? The other one's like, I don't know. You're trying to sabotage me bar. And they're like, they start yelling at each other.
Well, should we leave or?
They've come for me liquor. And the other one's like, no, they want beer. You daft bastard.
I will take a beer on the one that's on the beer side.
Okay. You went in on the beer side?
Yeah.
Okay.
Was that
At
the
that
black
point, I think
bearded
so.
brother or the grumpy?
No, the grumpy is the
Grumpy.
At that point, I think Sapphira is going to be like, well, now I have to get the liquor.
Do you guys have, I mean, like 2 copper or something? I don't know, 3 copper or something like that. Is there anything else you guys would like to do?
Should we ask for Carter? See if anyone knows where we can find him.
I'll
Might as
ask
well.
the bartender since I'm here.
Yeah.
I'll say
like, you're at the liquor side, you said?
yeah, liquor side.
All right, so this is the one with the black beard that's tucked into his belt. He pours you like a shot.
All right, I'll say, have you seen Carter, by the way?
Yeah, God. Yeah, he's probably off working in the docks. That's usually where he
docks.
is during the day. Yeah, maybe in the fish house.
She says, right, okay.
Yep. Drink your shot. Pay up. Is there anything else you guys would like to do?
Oh.
They don't
Yeah,
serve
there's-
food here, do they?
No.
I don't think so.
Quietly up to the bar with Sapphira, I'll just lean into the bartender and be like, those gentlemen new in town?
Hey, they've been here for 10 days or so, I reckon. Paying customers, though.
Sure. All right. Just curious. Be careful. They look like troublemakers.
Nah, nothing I can't handle.
Is Beaumont in here by chance?
No.
Can I ask him? But where's Beaumont about? He was the one that gave that grand speech, right? About we gotta do something. Yeah, we like.
Yeah.
Where's Beaumont at?
I don't think he knows. He says he might be out on the water, I think.
Might be worth speaking to as well.
Oh, there was that old ranger guy too. Could he help out?
Montolio?
I forgot all about Montolio.
Maybe those guys might be better talking to than Carter looking through me notes. Beaumont Thorne seemed to have, pretty charismatic, got the group pretty
Thing
riled
is,
up pretty
Carter's got the
quickly.
resources.
You don't think that giving him all that power would go to his head? See, Beaumont seemed to at least have the will to do better.
Yeah, that's a good point. Well, the plan is still hopefully that they won't need to do any of that stuff. So
What if we were gambling men and we wanted to hedge our bets? I'd put it on Beaumont personally, but it's up to you.
they're all going to be down at the docks right now anyway. So you want to just avoid these fellas and head out.
Oh yeah, I want to be far away from these fucks.
When you say that, one of them walks from his table and walks right next to you. As you're like, oh, we should get away from these fucks, right? You say as he's nearly right next to you. He's like, he's not the big burly dude. He's like a sort of skinny, he's like in his early 20s. Like he's sort of a young man. And he's got this black slick back hair and this penciled mustache. But he's wearing his black leather armor. He's got a scimitar on his hip. And he'll approach you guys and say, so what are you
What are you doing in Bremen?
Looking for an old friend. We know he likes to drink, so thought he might be in here.
This friend of yours, he's got a name?
Carter.
Oh, Carter! And then he'll turn to his friends and say, "Hi, blokes! These ones are looking for Carter." And they're like, "Oh, Carter, yeah, he's probably out by the docks," talking to him as if they know Carter very well. And he says, "Yeah, well, keep your nose clean," he says. He wipes his own nose and gets a drink and goes back to the table with his friends.
Your
Nothing.
friend is popular.
Nothing fishy, no sleight of hand stuff he was trying to pull.
No. No, just putting the pressure on.
All right. Take that opportunity to leave then.
All right, you guys bounce the hell out of there.
Yeah.
And what would you like to do next?
Head down to the docks, I guess.
I'm just saying, if Carter's friends with the Zent, then I'm doubling down on my bet that we should talk to Beaumont.
Yeah, I mostly just said that because I didn't want to throw Nolan under the bus.
No,
Wagon.
that's fair.
Okay, so where to? The docks?
Find Beaumont if we can.
Do you want to ask around for Beaumont? Because if you do, you will find out that he is actually on the water. He's out. He might not be back. He might not be back till later this afternoon, like tonight.
Who is at the docks right now?
There's a couple of fishermen on the docks bringing their stuff in. However, as you get closer to the docks, I don't actually think you've been here before. There are these 3 big buildings, these sort of these elongated like warehouses side by side, and each one is like a open, like an aircraft hangar sort of deal. Like it's this square sort of building that's really long and it's open air. There's no like garage door or anything. It's this huge, big open room. And there's a bunch of people in here. Maybe like a good quarter of the population is under this roof right now. And they are either dealing in fish, moving fish, those dudes that throw the fish to each other, they're like doing shit like that, cutting up fish heads. The whole place reeks of fish. And there's 3 of these bastards. 3 of these big buildings.
Do we want to just move on to the bucket? Hopefully we lose the tail, I presume we have, walking through the docks.
I mean, we're in the right direction if we want to go to the buckets place.
I mean, you could see it. You could see it off in the water.
Place. Yeah.
Yeah, if Beaumont's out.
You up for it, Sapphira?
All right. Oh, wait. Oh, boy.
Sapphira takes her first step out onto the ice, and it sort of makes that ice sinking noise, that little, that slight crack,
I don't like it. I don't like it. Oh, gosh.
But slowly and surely shuffling across, kicking the snow on the ice, you make your way towards Wet Rock, which is the name of the island that the bucket lives on. Nolan Greaves.
Fall, you're not gonna 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 fall.
There is a dock attached to this sort of small cabin. There's a small paddock, like a roof thing, like a little shed that housed a horse, and you can see that there's 3 goats just wandering around trying to find stuff in the snow, and they bleat at you as you come up to the dock. The only interesting thing is No, the boat's still there. The boat's frozen in the ice. Sapphira,
Yeah.
as you step onto the dock, you notice that Arabeth, Nolan's trusty steed,
Mm-hmm.
is not on the island.
Hmm. Do I see no one around outside?
You don't.
Is
And
he in?
there's no lights on inside of the cabin.
I'm just gonna check the cabin either way.
Yeah. You walk up to the cabin, check the door, it's unlocked.
I'll open it.
You open it. Inside, it's a very small cabin. I mean, it's like a studio.
Yeah.
Right? There's just one room. There's a wood fire stove and a fireplace, and there's a bed and a table with like one chair, and there are empty wine and alcohol bottles sprawled all across the floor. There's even a couple of like dirty dishes in a tub, like a tin tub by the back door. And
Okay.
there is no trace of Nolan or any of his stuff or any of his gear or anything. However, on the table by the hearth is a folded up sheet of parchment.
So if I were not really seeing anything else about Nolan, even in his armor or his equipment or anything.
Anything, yeah. Any sign of
Just
him other than
sees-
liquor bottles.
Sees this note, at least something of worth, and she opens it up.
Yep. So you walk over to the fireplace and open up this note. But before you actually get to the note, you can see that sitting right in the center of this sheet of paper that's folded in half, sitting right in the center is a symbol, a brooch, a metal pin that you recognize immediately. It's a beautiful woman's face with very simple features. And surrounding the face is a shitload of different types of sharp points, almost like a sun or a star, but they're
Okay.
all different they're all different blades. Right? And you would recognize this as the symbol of your order.
Oh, okay.
You know that this specific pin is given to the captains of your order. The Legion of the Blade, right? Or Legion of Blades, or whatever. it's called.
Nolan being one of these captains.
He was, yes, or he is,
Alright.
yes. You pick up the brooch, hold it in your hand, and you open up the note.
What's the order called?
Legion of the Blade, I think. It's either Legion of the Blade or Blades.
I think it might be Legion of Blades.
Let's see. I have a we'll see. It's one of the two. You open up the note.
All right. Sapphira, after we last spoke, I realized that I am no longer needed in 10 towns. I am causing more suspicion than aid. I have disowned a tear. I have let down the Legion of the Blade.
Of the Blade. There you go.
Okay, yeah. I have let down the people of 10 towns. I have let down my first apprentice, Giselle, and I have let down you, Sapphira. I cannot bear to live here and continue to disappoint those who look upon me. As perilous as I will begin the journey back to the Legion Citadel in the spine of the world. Upon the morrow, in hopes of redeeming myself in the eyes of Tyr, I pray that you will forgive my shortcomings. As a token of my honor to mentor you, take my brooch. It is given to all captains of the order. May it serve you well, as it has served me all these years. All these long years. My bad. Tyr's justice is forever blind. May he hear our transgressions and permit to forgive us and welcome us into Ysgard when our time has come. Captain Nolan breathes, Legion of the Blade. He left. Sapphira, Sapphira, at the very least, when she arrived at the 10 Towns, she arrived with Nolan, who at the time was like, he was suffering, but he wasn't necessarily like down on his luck as he was at this point. And even though she was like providing for him at a point, she at least had somebody through all these years. And now the person she had known the longest through the 10 Towns is now left. She's needless to say, she's like saddened by
devastated.
this.
Yeah,
Devastated.
Also,
yeah.
he might not make it back. You know that the Citadel is on the other side of the spine of the world, and because of this never-ending winter, it's like impossible to cross.
Oh no. I think at this point, she said that says he was leaving upon the morrow. Do I know when this note was written?
No.
I think Sapphira is going to, against her better judgment, just rush back to the others.
Yeah, you turn around and they're all standing there watching
Yeah,
you.
we came
Sympathetically.
inside, it's cold out.
Yeah, sympathetically watching you as you turn around to see all of them.
Nolan is going. He left to the Legion Citadel in the spine of the world. He's gone. He left. He took everything. He said he said he let everybody down. I don't know when he left. He's gone. We gotta find him.
Headed to the spine of the world, but he's got days on us, perhaps, and he's on horseback.
I don't know if he's gonna live in this during this winter. He could be dead, but for all we know.
I mean, Sapphira, looking for one man in the tundra, that's looking for a needle in a stack of needles.
But
We can go on a midnight excursion to the mirror and try to check on him, but, it's been not working well lately.
he was my mentor. He was the first person who I ever went with to the 10 Towns. I want him to be safe. I look at the brooch as I say that.
Yep.
I'm not saying we're gonna give up on him, kid, but we gotta be somewhere tonight, and we gotta be at somewhere else tomorrow.
I
I don't know if we can go trekking to the spine of the world, just drop everything and go.
I look at the brooch,
Mm-hmm.
and then I look out towards the north end, where the Duragar fortress is.
Mm-hmm.
I look up at the brooch, yeah, and then I say, just a slight tear kind of like comes down from her eye, or at least her eye begins to well up as she says, "You're right. You're right.
I'm sorry, kid.
No, it was his decision."
Last thing he needs on his journey is to meet an army of Duragar, so at least we can help stop that.
The last thing he needs is to see another one of his students die. The last thing he needs to see is somebody like me desperately trying to find him when the 10 Towns needs me the most. Even though he is a proud warrior of Tyr, even though he is a strong captain of the Legion of the Blade, he failed us when we needed him. He failed us at some point, but even though he's looking to get better, he can't really help us now. But we can. I put the brooch. I kind of like pinned the brooch actually on my coat.
Yeah, I think it's for dramatic effect. As you were like talking, you were holding onto the brooch really tight in your hand, and because it literally has like sharp spikes around it, that it like made your hand bleed.
Yeah,
As like a drop of blood like drops down on the floor, and then you just take it and pin it to your shirt. And I know I was talking mad shit about magic items earlier, but
I really got another magic item. Are you
Yeah.
now?
yeah, you're 3 for 3, bud.
+1 to. Oh man,
Oh,
that's pretty
shit.
good.
Yeah, this one's actually pretty good.
All right. Cool. Yeah.
It requires
yeah, so-
attunement though, so that's your second
It's like a
slot.
brooch of shielding.
Yeah, it is. That's literally what it is.
When we make our way south, inevitably, I hope to meet this man.
They.
I mean, Morning Lord's blessing to him. Maybe he'll get there in one piece, Sapphira.
At a time, he was one of the Legion of the Blade's greatest warriors, greatest captains. He lost somebody close to him, his first student, and he never forgave himself. I will prove. He said to himself that he wasn't ready for another student, that he wasn't ready to carry that cross again. I don't really know if that would actually be applicable in this, but carry that
some
burden
metaphor
again.
about how Tyr is missing one hand and one eye, or like
Sure,
his
yeah,
eyes
yeah,
got
yeah.
gouged out. Some sort
Yeah.
of metaphor about that.
Similar to that, yes. But she'll say like he wasn't ready to carry that burden again, and I'm going to prove him wrong. I will carry that for him. I will be the eye. I will be the missing eye and the missing hand of Tyr.
There you go. We're proud, kid. We're proud. I'll patch you up the arm. Do you have inspiration already?
I don't think so.
All right, you can have mine.
Hey, just gonna hand
Oh,
it
thank
right
you.
over.
Thank you.
That can totally be a thing. Yeah. All right.
You want to blow off some steam on some Zents, or just get out of here?
We still got to talk to Beaumont.
I think we have greater.
Do we have
foes
time to
deal
wait
with.
for him, or are we going to go find him out on the lake?
We got a 4-hour trip back home, gents.
I mean, we're kind of on the clock with Illigan
Yeah,
here.
it sounds way too similar to Zent's for my liking.
Unfortunately, we are. What is our next business here then?
Either try to find Beaumont and warn him of the threat and try to see if he can't rally the town, or try to get you back into the cellar.
I mean, if Bowman's out fishing on the lake, I think we might just have to go right back.
You said like an animal to carry messages?
could we
Again.
catch a trout and send a message to him?
Earlier trout? I've never heard of that before.
Do a bird or
That's
something?
funny.
That was very
A,
funny.
a trout is a clever idea.
I mean, the
I
other.
just think you just
It
try
We
to
might
catch
kill
him
it
and
before
him?
it gives
Yeah,
the message.
Terrible idea.
Use a bird, bro.
Just jumps into the water and delivers a message.
And one word at a time. Keeps jumping out of the water and says something, and Bob jumps back in.
All right. The other insane idea I had was catch a fish, have Illican send a message to I, or please, you sore friend.
What was I gonna do?
I don't know.
The plesiosaur. You named it I.
Oh. I mean, we could just talk to Tally, see if she's still in town to deliver a message to Beaumont. We're on good terms with her. Or your friend that runs the inn. Warwar's, mother.
Oh, yeah.
Let's avoid a conversation with her.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Okay. But see if maybe Tally's in town still. Someone we can trust.
I don't know. I remember last time Tally was having a conversation with most of the town, looked like they were about to get murdered. Don't know how much goodwill they have here. I mean, Belmont was kind of leading the charge on kill the beast.
But for the sake of the town, you know, ends justify the means or something like that. Heart in the right place, head's not. I don't fucking know. Some fucking metaphor to read that. But I'm just saying, look, Beaumont would be the one that you would want to get people riled up with, in my opinion. And if Bremen's gonna be saved without the bucket, without Nolan here, maybe it'd be best to try to, you know, get him the message. Is all I'm saying. Or we leave Bremen to die.
I mean, Targos is in the way.
I don't know if they're gonna hit all the towns at once, or if they're gonna, you know.
Yeah, so they'd probably hit Targos, the bigger town with more resources. The one that also has a Zentarum presence that's not going to let their investment burn down.
Or they would hit the weakest and most vulnerable of the towns.
Oh shit! Fucking Max Elderdar's making a play on Bremen.
Yeah.
That's why they're fucking here. The speaker's insane here. He's got fucking half a brain.
Really? Something
Yeah,
is
the
wrong
fucking
with
man's
the speaker
insane.
here.
Saying
Oh,
that
I
maybe
see.
Max Lunar is probably trying to divert the resources over to here, so that this town would be attacked first.
He's already got Goodmead under his thumb. Now if he's got, you know, Bremen under his thumb, he controls 3 of the 10 towns.
2/3 of the fishing villages on Meridualden.
This Maxil Dinar, he seems a dangerous man.
The right piece of work.
And the mead flow, too.
Yeah.
Right, prick he is.
So I guess I'll raise the question again. Do you want to blow off some steam and kill all these Zents? Slow down his progress?
I mean,
Or
it sounds
do
like
we
a
want to
good
let him
idea.
take over and have the Zents be the security force against the Duergar?
As much as I would hate to divert my attention away from these Duergar, there's also a part of me that wants to shove my fist right up into Max O'Donnell's ass, right where it hurts the most. I say let's go fuck off some Zents.
I mean, big smile. I think it's okay to say it now.
I think we can take him. You know how to get me fired up. I mean, I'm down to throw the old ones and twos if you guys want to bang one out real quick.
Alright, quick 5-minute adventure.
yeah,
Kill the
buddy.
Zets go. What, I mean,
Get the dogs ready for a hot exit?
is it like fucking murder? You know? Like,
Yes.
Kind of against what we're supposed to be doing right now.
I wouldn't really say.
What part of what we're doing isn't murder?
I mean, I wouldn't really. call
Cephalic
it murder.
Caltro,
I
the
would-
Moose, all these Duergar. We are killers for hire. We just kill the right people.
Right. I mean, like, we're.
You all did just
I mean,
kill someone
that's the
last
first.
time.
I mean, we're
Yeah.
killing people who are like.
Killed someone
No,
and threw
that's
his body
direct
in the neighbor's
threats.
house.
I mean, the thing is, we're killing people who are direct threats to the 10 towns themselves. We're not necessarily killing direct threats. We're just killing
Rats.
the threats, I guess.
Peripheral threat.
Somewhat threats.
There's a kid
Whatever
listening
that
to this whole
word he just
conversation.
said was.
What did you say? There's a kid.
Listening to this whole conversation.
No one will believe you.
he quickly shuffles away.
Just saying, justified murder is still murder at the end of the day. But if we want to go killing some Zents, you know, maybe we can get them to throw the first punch.
I
and
mean,
then-
technically, it is legal to just beat the crap out of them.
Yeah, like if we're
Yeah,
gonna do.
I mean, like, Sapphire isn't going to.
If you don't kill them, then you're kind of good to go. You just
He's going to
you know.
rough them up a little bit. Cause
Oh,
them,
what,
like.
rough him up and send him back to Targos?
Yeah.
Yeah, we could beat the shit out of him and tell him to piss off.
May I ask, why we are targeting these Zeds, yes?
They're basically the shadow force that Maxilinar is using to extend his reach into other 10 towns. He tried to assassinate that Speaker Matthews that you met yesterday.
Yeah, imagine if there were a bunch of Thunlaka spies, like, setting up in your favorite inn back home.
We must go and challenge them then.
Let's do a handstand competition.
We do our challenges
Yeah.
a little differently.
We'll show you how we settle disputes.
In my society, there are challenges of death. But we prefer not to lurk in the shadows when it is unnecessary.
Yeah. Honor, they don't play that game.
I see, just like that drow. What a
Yeah.
shame.
All right. You guys want to pitch in some money for the bar we're about to destroy?
Take it outside.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll spill outside.
He usually does.
I'll hold the door open.
Honestly, I think anything we do won't make the bar any worse than it already is, Quintus. It's a right shithole.
All right. You guys ready for this?
Yeah, you would have noticed, Illican, that when you went inside of that bar, first of all, it was two separate bars, but one of the walls collapsed in and then was cleaned up. So there's just a giant hole in the middle of the bar. So now one bar two bars has become one, but they still have two separate like bars in the back. And
This is where we just were.
every single table is like got nails sticking out of it and stuff. Like they have put together and broke and put together and broke the same table and chairs like 100 times.
Amazing. So it's like these two bartenders are looking at one another through this hole in the wall.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
That's
pretty
great.
much.
Oh, plus I got all these poison darts that are gonna run out soon.
Oh shit. All right. So Sapphira confidently steps out onto the ice and doesn't even think about it until she gets to the other side. And you guys
As soon as that happens, she's just like, she looks back and she's just like,
perfect. So you guys want to just storm up to the 5 Tavern Center?
As long as those not involved in this conflict are unharmed, I am with you all.
Yeah, I'll turn invisible and see if I can get inside first. Get a nice view of the place. Maybe eavesdrop on them first a little bit.
Okay, so you turn invisible. And you let's restore Denev's rest. Hold up, I have to make a battle map now. We're just gonna use this.
putting you on
Only
the
you
spot
had,
here.
you
We're
know.
putting-
We've already had a combat there once.
We're just gonna sort of
I don't think
Yeah,
we had
but
a
I
battle map
didn't-
for that. That
no,
was
fuck no, that was theater
No,
of
I
the
know,
mind.
but I'm I'm saying we already did it once. We can do it.
Oh,
Alright.
yeah. Hold on, let me pull out some
Barf, you can
ruffians.
still look different, and you can just open the door for me.
I mean, how long have we been
Oh,
walking around
how long
for?
does it last? An hour?
1 hour.
Yeah, less than an hour.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, I'll open up the door and try to get Quintus to walk in.
Yep. Give me 1 second. Let me pull these. I think they're called ruffians. Yeah.
Ruffian.
All right. And how many did I say there were? 5?
5 of them.
Yeah. I believe so.
Yeah, just give it like 2 minutes. I'll see if they're talking about anything interesting, and then you guys just come in and beat the shit out of them. Sounds good.
Okay. So Gabar opens the door and it draws the attention, but invisibly, Quintus sort of steps in. Gabar, how do you cover this situation?
I'll act like I'll push open and be like, "This isn't the bar I was trying to go to. I was trying
Okay.
to find the black bearded brother." And I'll shut the door and walk to the black bearded
That's
brother.
fucked up.
Okay.
And I'll leave the door open just long enough for Quintus to slip
Yeah.
inside.
Yeah. So Quintus, they're just shitting the shit. They're like not really doing it. It's not like they're giving any secret information.
It would have been funny if you walked in and then went straight through the hole.
To the other bar.
To the other bar.
That'd really
Meant to
piss
go
off
the other
the
fucking-
All right. So, what do you want to do? You just spying on him invisibly?
Yeah.
Then
If
what?
they're not doing anything interesting, I'm just like loading this crossbow now I got and like
Okay.
getting ready, like,
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
and then
Uh,
I'll just like holler out like, "All right, y'all, get in here."
Okay. So you holler out, "All right, get in here." And do you guys just like bust in like the fucking FBI?
Yeah, just
All right, you guys bust in. Let's pull you over to the map. Sorry, it's like a rundown place. I'm using the Den Everest map. But just sort of roll with it.
Yeah, works.
Yeah, everybody can see.
Sure, it's not much nicer in, the real game.
Yeah, that's true. But it doesn't have two sides and whatever. Just kind of roll with me here. Why don't you just put your tokens like in the room, but within like, some 10 feet away from, or 10 or 15 feet away from the actual dudes.
Making me use my imagination for this map.
Yeah, I got my Sharpie marker out. I'm drawing on the table. Okay, is this what it's looking like?
yeah.
I want to be in the back.
All right. Everybody roll initiative. We're gonna try to make this a real fast combat. Okay.
Okay.
I want it to just be like whatever. Who cares? Like just throwing it out there. This is not life or death.
I
How
can't see
old are
my token for some reason, Jay.
That's because your token's not on the fucking map, bro.
Ah.
Duh. That's why. Sorry, bud.
Yes. Oh,
Sorry, that was me. Where did you go?
where did I go? It
You
was
just
up for
disappeared.
It was up for a second.
I know, I saw it, and then you
You might
disappeared.
have hit Control Z or something and deleted them. I don't know.
All right, let's try this again. Stay on the map. Oh my god, he disappeared again.
What's the
All
fuck?
right,
Okay.
I clicked on him. It's like
I-
right when
I
I
saw.
clicked on him, it disappeared.
Yeah, I saw that. All right, so I'll just control your token for now. Where do you want to be? Just ping it.
Yeah, that's fine. Just up in the front there.
That's good.
Can I roll initiative if you're controlling it?
Just roll initiative, and I'll put the thing in your thing.
Cool.
What's your number?
13.1.
Actually, you got better
Plus
when
a
I rolled it.
D8.
Oh,
Well, how about
Yeah.
we just go with this 18 that I rolled, and we'll leave it at that.
sure.
Okay. So you guys bust in. Let's see. I don't know if I have a fist for these guys, do I? Probably not very strong. Oh yeah, I got unarmed strikes. Okay. So you guys bust in like the FBI and run to attack these Zentarum. They throw their chairs back. They're like, "Oh fuck!" They're all currently surprised. So you guys all get a turn on them, except Kabar, I guess. So V, you're first.
All right. Well, I don't want to go in here slinging spells around, so I'm just gonna do this. I need. I'll do this guy in the back. He needs to make a intelligence saving throw.
Fucking I like
Okay.
this. He gets a 3.
Already?
I want this to work. I want to see how
Okay.
this does.
He gets a 3.
Yeah.
All right. That's it.
Okay. What is this? How does this work? What do you?
So- Well, nothing happens immediately because it's not his turn, but
Right.
he hears in his head and in the back of his mind, he gets this understanding that he is now my friend and he needs to, well, actually he's not my friend, but I just tell him,
The guys next to him are bad guys.
yeah, you need to fuck up these guys next to you.
Yeah. So everybody's surprised,
These
but
are
you
your
can
enemies.
you can see that this guy's not as surprised because the spell just took effect on him, and he turns to his buddy next to him. And actually, I was gonna say this is the big guy, the big guy with the tattoo on the side of his face.
Yeah.
So he turns to one of his buddies, the skinny guy that like confronted you guys earlier, and he's about to deck him in the face. Illican, you're up.
All right. We'll move like.
You
still
can go
can't
in
see
anywhere.
5.
Just don't forget that there's even a door there. Just go in wherever you want.
Oh, I can't see inside still though.
Probably because you don't have dark vision.
Oh, I see. It's supposed to be that dark.
This is this map isn't right. This isn't like the right map.
Yeah, basically, I was just gonna throw
I
like
know,
a
I got
produce
you.
flame at one, but I don't want to
Here.
hit the one who's
you
about
can
to
see.
engage in friendly fire. So, who's the one that V went for?
This one back here.
Okay, so I'll just target another one. I'll go for this guy, I guess.
Okay.
So yeah, that'll be
Attack roll.
yeah, that'll be a produce flame. I think it's yeah. Let's see.
I'm pretty sure it's attack roll.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Range spell attack.
Yeah. So go ahead and make that.
Oh,
God damn.
Ooh.
Okay. So
You're gonna kill this guy.
I don't know how you don't burn him to death.
I don't think you can't do non-lethal with spells.
I mean,
in melee
if
range.
you want, Illican, you can describe to me how you knock this guy unconscious with fire. If you can think of a way. Otherwise, this guy's dead.
Smoke inhalation?
Hmm.
Oh,
He
I got
burned-
it. I
he
got
burned
it.
his
I got
butt, and then he's
it.
running
Jumps
around
up.
like a
Yeah.
cartoon.
So you set the chair on fire, basically. Like you throw it, it burns his ass. He jumps up. His ass is on fire. He runs, smacks his head into the wall, and knocks unconscious. Done.
Okay, beautiful. Yeah, I was not expecting that to be so much damage. Oh, goodness.
Me neither. But that guy is completely is knocked unconscious as his ass was on fire. He screams, runs up, smacks into the wall, and goes unconscious.
Okay, well that's my turn.
Oh
Smoldering.
shit! I thought we were going easy on them.
Big Smile, you're up next.
Fire can get out of hand.
I'm just gonna run up to the closest guy and cock back a big old fist of unbroken air.
Oh God.
If he can make a strength save.
Oh my God. Is that 27 damage or 27 to hit?
27 damage.
Jesus, that would kill this guy like 5 times over.
Oh shit.
Let's see.
this
What
is-
kind of save? I mean,
Strength
he's
save.
unconscious. He's unconscious. No matter what. He gets a 6.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just thinking the like concussive blast of the air like just sucks the air out of his lungs and
Yeah,
he's-
you can punch that guy, and he goes unconscious and he knocks into his buddy over here. Who he falls back in his chair. You guys are just straight up pummeling these guys. They don't even know what hit them.
Good.
Quintus, you're up.
All right. Still invisible. Just kind of take this crossbow I have
Mm.
now.
Okay.
Just kind of point blank shoot this dude in the chest.
Okay. It's not really fun, like, right. Oh, and you are proficient in everything?
Yep.
Fucking sick. So you hit him, and he has to save against the drow poison.
Yeah. What is it? DC 13 con.
Oh, you already know. Perfect. Oh, it's to the GM, sorry. He gets a 3, so he goes
All right.
unconscious.
Yeah. He passes out.
Yeah. So you shoot him with this arrow, you become uninvisible, and you can see that the arrow it's like, it's only like 6 inches long. It's like this little tiny dart, basically. And it sticks into his shoulder, and he kind of looks at you with this confused look, and then he falls back asleep.
Are we the bad guys?
Gabar's just watching in horror.
Are we the baddies?
We're just very good at our jobs.
All right, Sapphira, you're up.
All right. I'm going to, since it seems that 3 of them are already taken care of, I'm going to go around.
I'm not.
And-
I don't think that I'm gonna let them be surprised on their turn anymore, because 3 of their
That's-
guys just got knocked
That's
out.
fine. I mean, like 3 of their guys just straight up just like went down immediately. I'm gonna slam the blunt end of the crystal edge on this guy over here.
Okay.
23 technically. I'm not
Yep.
blessed.
You. So this is the big guy, right? Does he have to make a save for the enemies abound or no?
Yeah.
He does. Okay.
Oh, it's the guy that's charmed.
Yeah. I don't really know how
That's
you would
fine.
have any idea that that's.
Can I hit the other guy instead, or
That's
I
fine.
mean,
I guess it doesn't really matter.
He's
if-
not long for this world anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess it
You
doesn't
bloody
really
him.
Don't
matter.
die anyway.
11. He fails anyways.
Right.
But so you run up and smack this guy in the back of the head. This big sort of dude with the snake tattoo on his face. And you hit him so hard that his head smashes into the table.
Okay, cool.
And because of
That's-
how weak this table is, it shatters underneath just his head hitting it.
Oh, that's my second attack. That's my first attack, by the way. Second attack,
Yeah, you knock it out.
just like with
So
the
the first
with
hit is
the-
knocking him in the head. The second hit is him hitting the floor.
yeah, I just like with the handle of the axe, I just like
Yep.
smack him down.
No problem. All right, that guy's unconscious. This other guy, the skinny guy, it's their turn. This other guy, the skinny guy, he says, "Oh, shit."
Take a hit and stay the fuck out of Bremen.
He wants to run. So, I think just because of the situation, so I'm gonna give Sapphira an attack of opportunity.
I
To
would
see if
love
you can
to.
stop him. Otherwise, I'm just gonna let him jump out of a window and get away.
22. I don't know about you.
That hits, but doesn't stop him. From
Can I smite on a on an attack of opportunity?
I will allow it because I just let that guy burn someone to death and not kill them. So I'll allow it. Yeah.
All right. Using up a smite, but I don't really care.
You might could do it. A smite could probably take him down. I can know how to describe it. too.
9.
That is enough. So when you're going to hit him with the blunt end, usually what happens is your blade like sharpens, right? Well, what happens is your blade sharpens, and that force of energy that usually like propels your blade downward, it propels it forward, right? And as it just smacks him in the back of the head, that dude drops to the fucking ground like immediately. And the bartenders, and so everybody's unconscious. The bartenders in the back are like, "Oh, right." And he jumps over the bar and comes running at you guys with a chair.
Don't fuck with Bremen.
The bartender is now coming to attack you guys with the
Yeah.
chair. Does anybody want
The fuck, you guys?
to go start a bar fight in Bremen? And some of the other, actually, he's not coming to attack you guys. There is other patrons. So suddenly a bar fight breaks out, I'll say.
All right. That's our cue.
Could've
So
seen that coming.
another guy jumps up and takes the table and throws it at the bartender's face. The table smacks into the bartender. He falls backwards, and everybody just starts fucking fighting each other.
Our work is done.
Well, Quintus, it seems we were the trouble.
All right.
Told you we could take him.
We didn't even get a fucking chance to say why we were beating the shit out of them.
I think they got an idea.
As you guys actually step out, it is quite ruckus because this is the middle of the day. It's not common for a fight to start in the middle of the day. Usually it's at the end of the night. However, out of one of the other taverns, not Wet Rock, or not the river's mouth, but Stones. Out of Stones, another 2 guys sort of step out to check it out. They're also Zentarum. Or at least you think so.
They have a tattoo of a flying snake on their face.
You don't see it, but they have like black armor and they're like, "We're so edgy."
Do you just want to hitch up before they notice?
Oh, we can tell at least one of them why we beat the shit out of their fucking friends.
All right. Any of you strong people want to grab one and we can intimidate them?
Sure.
Right. So
Very well.
the boss. Do you want to? Do you actually send Illican back in? Illican.
I think we'll I was saying Illican let's go and commandeer one of these guys.
So you guys walk back in the bar and it's a fucking chaos. But you guys are huge, so the fight sort of goes around you. Like one guy's about to hit another guy with a beer bottle, and you guys walk in front, and he steps around you and smashes the guy in the head with the beer bottle. But you guys go to grab one of these Zentarum guys. You want to grab the tattoo face dude?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you grab this tattoo face dude and drag him out in the same sort of situation. The fight just kind of maneuvers around you guys as you drag him out onto the front porch of this like place. Now what?
Lean down, slap him in the face to wake him up.
Okay. He sort of stirs and like blinks his eyes open.
Listen, tell Maxwell Dinar to cut the shit. From now on, it's on site with you guys, all right?
You just like throw him on the ground. He like hits the ground, goes back to sleep. 5 more minutes, Mom. He's got like a Mike Tyson voice.
We didn't have a target on our backs before.
Yeah, we did.
The other Zentarum dudes that are like standing on the in front of the other bar, they just like watch you. They don't move. They don't do anything. They just stand there.
We have time to deal with him. We don't have time to deal with the other guy.
You ready?
All right, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, we best be making our exit here, gents.
That little bitch can hide behind all of his men all he wants.
All right. Well, that was
We'll
fun.
come for him. We'll come for him sooner or later.
All right, you guys mount up.
Threatening to assassinate a speaker, hell yeah.
Jay.
Or at the very least, beat him until he's blue.
As we're heading out of town, wasn't there a place that had like I got I forgot the name, but it was owned by Ewan
half-
Ewan's Trinkets. Yeah, it's called
We want to go
Ewan's
shopping after we just
Trinkets.
terrorized a bunch of
I
Zentarum.
kept meaning to bring it up, but everybody
We could have done it before. I didn't mention it, and it's not on the map, so you could have seen it when you were going into town. Do you want to backstep a little bit and go to this place?
if that's not too much of a big deal.
Okay, I'm gonna make a small deal out of it because there was an impromptu combat. So this place is extremely well organized and clean, and every fucking item in the entire store is labeled and in its exact right place, and it's blank amount of gold dot 99 copper. There's a halfling inside. I gotta find my fucking notes. There's a halfling inside. His name's Ewan Bolger. He has really bad OCD. There are signs all over the place that say, do not touch, you break it, you buy it, do not sit. And these are the cool things that they have. There is what's called a Rizian pine wood wand, like a magic wand. 99.99 gold pieces. Heward's handy spike pouch, 49.99 gold pieces. Stone of skipping, 15.99 gold pieces. And there's unusual trinkets ranging from 99 to 3.99. A granite bust of a captain, a spyglass, a magnifying glass, a glass orb with stars, a conch shell, a platinum bangle carved with elven lettering, antique furniture, and a standing suit of rusty armor that's not for sale.
The wand was the thing I was most interested in taking a peek-see at.
Yeah, he will explain to you that it increases the potency of cold-based magical spells if cast through it.
I think.
It's a rare sort of wood that like channels cold magic better.
What's that stone skipping do?
It always comes back in your pocket after you skip it across the water.
Can you just throw it?
No, you have to skip it.
Glass orb, what does that do?
Nothing. It's just really pretty. It could
Are
be.
you interested in
It could
find-
technically be used as a focus, but it's not magic in any way.
Are you interested in a fine scimitar from the far off lands of the Underdark?
Make a persuasion check. Yes, he definitely is. He will pay you 35 gold for it. It is really nice, and like it is very nice. It's a drow scimitar. Those are like the fucking best scimitars ever created by mortal hands.
All right, everybody take 6 gold.
Anything else?
Everybody takes
Can
6
I
gold.
can I get this spice pouch?
Yeah, you can. I can describe it to you a little better. P H. I don't even know if I have this in here. Oh, I don't have it in there. I wonder. It might be in the compendium though. Handy. Yeah, a handy spice pouch. There you go. Just type in handy. In the compendium. This belt pouch appears empty and has 10 charges. While holding the pouch, you can use an action to expend one of its charges, speak the name of any non-magical food seasoning, and remove a pinch of the desired seasoning from the pouch.
That sounds up my alley.
It's
Try
50
talk him
gold.
down a little bit. Yeah. Sounds
Okay.
a little
You want to try to talk him down?
ridiculous.
It's gonna
Yeah,
be
I'll be like,
it's gonna be a high DC because he's very picky about his prices.
right. This spice pouch, you've had this a while?
He will explain that it has. He's never used it, but it has been in his shop for a couple of years now.
50 gold for spices, that seems a bit absurd, don't you think? How about 40?
Okay, make a persuasion check.
45? 40? We'll see. Persuasion.
I was gonna say DC 17, so you're good.
Hey!
He'll give it to you for 45. If you got a 20, it would have been better.
That's fine.
But actually,
45.
it's 44.99, so you get a copper back.
All right. So 45 plus 1 copper.
Yep. All right. Anything else? All right. Then you go to Nolan's house. Then you leave Nolan's house. Then you go beat up some Zentarum, and then you haul ass out of there on your mounts, heading back to Lonelywood.
Yep.
Heading back to Lonelywood. You guys travel through the rest of the day, and while you guys are traveling, you know, like past, like near Tourmaline, it starts to get dark. Well, not dark. It's always dark, but like the aurora, right above head. And you guys make your way towards Lonelywood. As I've described before, Lonelywood sits in the woods, basically. However, the first like mile of trail is cleared out lumber, like cleared out tree stumps and stuff. It's like a big field of cleared out tree stumps. And as you are getting right on the edge of where the forest actually starts, you can see Lonelywood sort of like ahead of you, but you're not quite there yet. You guys hear a blood-curdling scream. More than one. And then cries for help. A bunch of them. What do? You're riding on your dogs.
Is
from
it
the
coming
woods.
from the woods?
Yeah. So you're like right on the edge of where the wood starts. You
Like
can
right
see
over.
Lonelywood up ahead.
Are the screams coming from Lonelywood or in the woods next to us?
There's okay. So you're like both.
Are they coming from
It's
Lonely
nearby.
Wood or
It's
the
nearby.
Lonely
No,
Woods?
no, it's nearby you. It's close enough where you can actually hear clearly what these screams are. Do you guys like slow down? Like it's near you.
Probably veer
Yeah.
hard toward that
Yeah.
direction, right?
Yeah, I'm definitely making a beeline towards there.
You guys see coming out of the woods a bunch of small figures. They have like it's dark, so you can't really tell, but you squint your eyes, and you could see Gwen and some of the other terrible troll killers. And Gwen and Rowan, the older boy and the older girl, are holding together Scoop, who is laying limp in their arms. And we're going to take a break.
Oh no!
Not Scoop!
Why would you do that, Jay?
Not Scoop!
Those kids have been a ticking time bomb since you introduced them.
Oh no!
All right, I'll see you guys after a break.
Fuck!
They fucked up. Which one do you say? Gwen and who was carrying Scoop?
Rowan.
Ah, man, you can't kill Scoop. I was gonna turn in my little wizard apprentice.
We'll see. Boy, I hope Scoop is okay.
You kill my little wizard apprentice.
If you do anything to those kids,
I didn't.
I
do
mean,
anything.
fuck the rest of them. I don't give a shit. But Scoop, it's my little wizard apprentice. You can't kill him.
I didn't do anything. I'm the arbiter of the universe.
Oh, okay.
I don't do.
If
I
it-
don't.
If it's a Zent, I'm gonna go up to Targos and just like punch
It's
Max
probably not.
until he's
I'm-
bloodied.
The Zens fucking suck, but I don't think that they just like kill children.
They could. I mean,
Without a reason.
That's true.
yeah, I think it might be the Duragar, but no.
I mean, how would these Zents know that we just beat the shit out of Zents 4 hours away?
Yeah,
You
especially
don't
since you guys
know.
left. You guys left right away.
Yeah, it was a hit and run, dude.
That was super unexpected. I did not expect you guys to just waltz into the bar and beat the crap out of these Zentarum dudes.
You know, we got to take our wins where we can get them. So
Yep. Yep.
We're gonna need them.
I can see how easily you guys can take out a group of 1/4 CR dudes. So.
oh shit.
Seriously, when you said ruffian, I was like, oh shit.
So let's go ahead and get started. Is Geo's back? Illican, we're gonna cut to you real quick. Over the past 30 minutes since you've seen the Aurora, you've just had this sort of sickening knot in your stomach. For the past like 30 minutes, you've just been kind of like feeling nauseous and sort of sick. And your muscles feel restless. You know how you get like restless legs, you know, like you just like want to stretch. That's how you've been feeling for the past like 30 minutes. Now we cut back to the scene. You guys are right out of the woods come a bunch of little kids. I think it's 5 of them. Make sure. Yep, 5. Party of 5. That's good D&D group. And they're screaming. And you guys can hear them and they see you and you like veer towards them, right? And they're still like screaming and as you get a little bit closer, you like dismount off your thing and come rushing towards the kids. And as you do, you can see that Gwen, Rowan, and Craven are covered in blood. Gwen has like a bloody fingerprints going across her face. You can also see that Scoop, who is hanging limply between Rowan and Gwen's arms, is also covered in blood and his eyes are closed. And they're screaming, it's you, help, please help us, please. What do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna go straight over to Scoop and lay on hands.
Yep. Okay. So you run over to Scoop, and they lay the kids like lay him down on the ground, and Craven is losing his mind, crying and sobbing, and he's saying, "Is he gonna be okay? Is he gonna die?" And as you like look at this little kid, all of you sort of surround him. You can see that his like little tiny wizardy robes have been sliced open by what appears to be claw marks. There's like 4 of them that go across his chest all the way, and they're big. They're big. They go across his tiny little chest. And he's unconscious, but still breathing. So you go up and give him lay on hands. How much you want to give him?
5.
You give him 5, and the wounds sort of heal over, and he wakes up and he blinks a little bit, and then he lays back down and goes back to sleep. Too tired to be conscious anymore, but he's not dead.
What happened?
The most of the kids, including Jana, Craven, and Rowan, hug on Scoop and are crying on top of him. But Gwen, though she has streaks running down her face that where the blood has been washed away by tears, she is not crying right now.
Who isn't?
Gwen,
Okay.
the leader girl.
Gwen, focus up. What happened?
We were going to the old cabin.
There's one on the outskirts of town that way, and she sort of points basically where they came from. There's a shed. There's a shed out back of this old cabin. It has some old lumbering equipment in it. I thought it could be useful for the town in case of an attack. She like sobers up. She was getting emotional again. She sobers up a little more. Craven, Rowan, and myself were inside the shed, and Scoop and Jana were outside. They were keeping watch. And then suddenly, something appeared out of nowhere and attacked Scoop. It attacked him, and the kids are like fucking crying, and they're like obviously traumatized by the whole thing that happened. And Gwen will reach into like her sash and pull out a dagger, and it's the one that Quintus gave her. Is that who gave her the real dagger? You're muted, Brendan.
I think it was Big Smile.
Yeah, I thought it was maybe me.
It might have been
Pretty
you.
sure it was
Yeah.
Big Smile.
Okay, so Big Smile. She pulls out the dagger that you gave to her, and on the end of it is black blood.
Oh.
And she like pulls it out, and she says, "The creature, it tried to carry him away, but I stabbed it. I stabbed it in its eye."
It's one eye.
No, just one of its
Okay.
eyes. It retreated back a little bit, and it was enough for us to escape. But it's still out there, and she's just looking at this dagger in her hand.
Can I do some sort of like medicine check or something to try and ascertain like what type of creature this came from?
Yeah, I can try to help him out.
Okay. Why don't one of you make a medicine check with advantage? One of you.
You want me to go for it, Illican?
Let's see, what's my medicine? Mine's decent, but yeah, go for it. Yeah, advantage.
Okay.
Holy
20.
shit. Okay.
Nice.
That
That was like a natural 1 and a natural 20.
I'm gonna say that unfortunately, I was almost gonna not make you roll because it's hard to just determine what kind of creature blood came from. It's like the deer blood and the human blood is the same. You know what I mean? It like is basically the same. But you rolled a natural 20.
Well, maybe the claw marks as well.
Yeah,
give
and like
something
can
away.
Gwen give anything? Like big,
Oh,
small?
she will. But as you're looking at it, Big Smile, you can tell that whatever kind of creature this blood came from, it's not a natural creature. It's some sort of supernatural monstrosity of some sort. I was almost gonna not make you roll. It's like a waste of a natural 20 because I just can't give you any more information than that. However, as you're like looking at the blood and you're like looking at the remnants of the claw marks, Gwen is still staring at the dagger, and she'll just like have a moment of clarity and sort of look up, and she'll say, "It was a werewolf, a white werewolf. At least I think it was. It looked like a wolf, but it had a shorter snout, and it had long limbs, Long arms, and it could stand on two legs.
A lycanthrope.
Sound like anyone you know, Illican?
Does not sound like,
It's
or perhaps, no, it's impossible. It couldn't be Oyam and Artuk, could it? I don't think she would do such a thing.
No, she would never do anything like this.
Have there been any other werewolf attacks in Lonelywood ever? I say to Gwen.
She shakes her head no. I've heard about them in stories. It has to pay for what it did to Scoop. It's still out there.
You're getting ahead of yourself. You sure it wasn't a Yeti?
I would know a Yeti if I stabbed it in the eye. Her
Yeah,
grip tightens around this dagger.
And memory can be very fickle when your friend is injured.
While
I don't-
everyone's all talking, I'm
Yeah.
gonna like take Scoop and kind of like clean all the blood off him, like prestidigitate the you know his clothes and some of the kids just so they're not all covered in blood and stuff.
Yeah. You can actually see that Janna, the hardened dwarf warrior that she is pretty upset. She's not like bawling like Craven is or Rowan even, but she's definitely like crying.
Hey, Illican, if we got blood, we got a trail. Should we go take a look?
First things first, we gotta get this kid back to Miss Huddles.
Yeah, true, but how much time do we have?
We will
before,
follow
you
a
know-
big smile, but we must hurry.
Listen up, all of you. What happened here was unfortunate. What happened here was awful. Truly awful. And we cannot let it happen again. As much as we appreciate you trying to help out in a time of need, we cannot have you risking your lives for this. We must bring you back to Miss Huddle's place.
No one puts up an argument right now. So that-
Do we dare split up? Have half of us try and track down this blood while it's fresh, and the other half take the kids back real quick.
How long would that take? Probably not long,
You
right?
guys are about 10 minutes out.
I'm just saying if we
5 minutes if you load up the kids on the dogs and like haul ass.
I don't know if we have time to be going on a fucking monster hunt. I'm not saying that we put it off. I'm just saying I don't know if we can do it tonight.
Yeah, well, after Gabar says that, Illican will like drop on all fours and he'll like belch a little bit and he'll wipe his mouth and get back up.
Oh, fuck. Is it at least worth tracking now and see if we can figure out where the den is and address
It
it
isn't
tomorrow?
a question. We have to kill whatever creature did this. It is still at law, just like the white moose, except closer to town.
Yeah.
Although I'm not in the best state right now, I agree with V. As long as I have my consciousness, I think we should hunt this fellow lycanthrope.
We can handle a bear.
What bear? Are you
This
talking
bear.
about V?
She
Saying
said
we
wolf,
can
eh?
handle a bear.
Actually, you know what? Illican. I'm going to give you a piece of insight. Because you would know this. Because you are a lycanthrope. This little girl has a everyday regular ass dagger in her hand. If you know that the damage dealt by normal weapons can hurt you, like you can get stabbed by a knife, but when it gets pulled out, it's immediately healed and the creature is unaffected. You know, it's like those vampire movies where they stab the vampire and he's like, ouch, and then he comes for him again, you know? But from what she said, she stabbed it in the eye and it retreated a little bit and let go of the kid. So you would know that a regular knife can't do that to a lycanthrope.
Interesting, but the wounds appeared to be magical.
The claw mark, this kid's just got claw marks on him, like big fucking
Just big claw
huge.
marks.
Yeah, not like a tiger, like a fucking something that has big, long, nasty, sick monster
I
claws.
see. So that's what you meant by like a supernatural beast. It's not like a regular animal.
Right, it's not like an animal.
Gwen.
Magic. Oh, well, yeah, I want to know that.
God.
Gwen, that is your name, correct?
She nods timidly.
When you stabbed this creature, you said it retreated.
She nods.
That is odd. My kind, when we are injured by non-magical weapons.
Yeah, you wouldn't have said that. You're gonna tell this
Telling
little
the
girl that
kid
you're
a
a
werebear?
werebear?
Oh yeah. Good point. All right, yeah, I'll save it for the party.
Yeah. You can tell the party that though.
No, I
pull
was
Elegant
stupid
back.
for a sec. I totally blanked on the fact that the kids don't know.
Let's get you home.
Yeah. It's okay.
We need to get these kids home. We can talk about it later.
Gwen will say, she will like sort of blink her eyes and stow the dagger again, and she says, I can take them.
Very well. Get
Do
them
we-
safe.
Should we just take the dogs in and drop everything off and come back here?
Just give the kids a sled.
They've handled the dogs before.
Okay.
She will look over towards her group that are all like cuddling with this little gnome boy, and she's like, get up! Get up! Come on, we have to go. And, Rowan is the first to sort of break out of it, and he rubs his eyes and helps get up Scoop, and they tell Jana, and Jana sort of sobers up, and they all try to like cool themselves off. Craven is gone. He's bawling his eyes out. He can't control it. But he stands up and sort of brushes the snow off as he's still crying and sobbing, and they will take a sled and leave. Gwen sort of picking him up roughly and like telling him to get moving.
All right, we gotta get on this trail ASAP.
All right, so yeah, I will pull Big Smile aside and I will tell him and whoever is listening what I was saying before.
Yeah, could I also just like take in some of the blood and wait for the kids to leave? I don't know if you can smell this any better, Pelican, but
I'm not sure.
Gwen could she pointed in the direction of the cabin.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, could we follow their footsteps? I imagine they're making a big old mess out of
Yes,
there. So.
you can quite easily,
All
actually,
right.
because there is blood that was dripping down. Like he was really, really hurt. Like that kid is. It's so surprising that he's still alive.
Jesus.
And you can easily follow like the trail of footprints and blood. It's only like a 10-minute sort of careful walk into the woods. And it's, pitch dark. The snow is sort of falling in between the pine, trees. And you can see that there is this derelict sort of cabin ahead of you. It's got like a front porch, a back porch. The roof is a little sunken in, but all in all, it just seems to remind you of the ramshackle. It's just a beat up old place. All the windows are boarded up. But out back behind it, there is a shed with like 2 double doors that are ajar. I'm gonna put you guys on the map.
Oh shit. We're gonna be fighting the clock here.
Stupid fucking thing. It's slow.
Illiken, can you still understand language when you're a bear?
I can.
Alright, that might help.
But I usually understand reason as well, but tonight, maybe not so much. However, there's still time, and I'll start looking for tracks or blood marks or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you a hand this time, Illiken.
Yeah, you guys easily find the trail. Okay, I think that's everybody.
Oops, shoot. Not me to click that.
Sweet. Token's working.
She said that they were attacked out back behind the shed, and you can see that the footprints like lead around this side of the house towards the shed.
I think that's at least where Illiken and I would go. See if we can find this trail of blood.
All right, you guys walk around the side. It's pretty dark back here. What you doing, Gabar?
Can I take this time while they're doing that to try to get a quick ritual cast of augury off to see if it'll be weal or woe if we take on this hunt right now, and if Illiken will have time to make it back before he turns into a bear.
It takes 10 minutes to cast, or a minute.
If I see that we're running short on time, I'll straight up burn the spell. It'll be 1
It's
minute if I
still
burn
1
the
minute.
spell. Yeah.
Okay, so you sit up on the porch and you begin that. Sonar follows you. Move your guys' tokens like back to over here, please. You guys, I know it's fun exploring the map, but
We're going on a little adventure right there.
I to explore.
yeah, V, are you gonna stay with? Okay. So you guys come to the back of this, or to the front of this shed, and you can see that one of the doors is ajar. You guys want to step in?
Oh, yes.
I think I have like a 2 thing. Okay. So you guys open the door, and you can see inside. Everybody, put your tokens where they would be. You can see that inside. There is a bunch of old, like, logging equipment. So, like, one of those big saw things hanging up on the wall. There's a couple of axes. There's a couple of piles of old, like, wood, firewood, and, like, a couple bear traps hanging on the wall. Stuff like that. Just, like, old equipment. And, you can also see that in the center of the shed, there is a support post that runs up into the middle to hold the ridge of the roof up. And wrapped around several times around this post is a chain. And the last link of the chain is broken. I need everybody to roll initiative.
Oh, boy.
Oh, fuck balls.
Well, I must say that this is a foreboding scene.
And there's blood on the ground and stuff right there.
Did
Are
she
you
say
just-
who lives here?
No, she said it's abandoned.
Apparently not.
You wouldn't get that 1d8 this time. It's been longer than 8 hours since I started.
Understood.
16's still good, though.
Is that everybody?
Well, hopefully the kids don't find out Illiken is a lycanthrope due to time constraints.
Yep, you get this sick lurch in your stomach, Illican. And the rest of you guys are slowly like looking at the tracks, trying to make out what kind of like you guys over here, like Sapphira and V and Quintus, you guys are like trying to make out in the tracks, and you notice a really strange track. There's a footprint, 2 of them, but the foot, it doesn't look like a normal foot, like a boot print, like the little kids, and it's facing the other direction. It's not running away; it's heading towards, and it looks like a splayed out sort of like a monkey hand, sort of, like a monkey foot, sort of, but it has like this webbing in between it, and there's claws at the end of it. And you guys see that, and it's got a little bit of drops of blood in it, and you're like, what the hell? And Big Smile and Illican, although you guys are fairly perceptive, you did not perceive what was hiding on the roof.
Damn.
And in the shadows of the darkness, and the creature with its long arms and we like get the camera shot of like the edge of the roof with the icicles hanging down, and this long white hand comes and wraps around the side of it with these black claws, and like a monkey, it swings itself downwards and slashes at Big Smile. Put him on the token layer and roll initiative for him.
What were those fucked up angry monkeys from?
It's not a monkey, but he moves like, oh my god, his initiative is fucking terrible.
Or were they like Zuzu monsters or something?
What were they called? Sue monster.
Pazuzu.
But it is not a Sue monster. This creature, in fact, has so it's all white, but it's got like dirt in its claws and stuff like that. It has the like back bendy legs of like a dog, right? But it has more humanoid like feet, and it has these elongated arms that like it can just hunch over and its hands touch the ground. It has a shortened, pushed in sort of snout, and it looks like, and it's big. It looks like this. Here it is.
Look mean.
That's no
The
werewolf.
Quagos.
It lurches down and slashes at Big Smile. It has makes 2 claw attacks. 1, 2. All of these attacks are with advantage. A 16 to hit.
16 misses, but the 17's a glancing blow.
All right, so you take 7 points of slashing damage. As it lurches down from the side of the roof and slashes out at you. And it says something. In this like strange language that actually you heard earlier today. And that is its turn. V, you just make out in the distance, in the darkness, this creature swinging down and slashing at Big Smile.
It dropped down on the ground.
Yeah. It
Okay.
dropped down on the ground, slashes at Big Smile. Big Smile like dodges out of the way a little bit, but it catches his back. And Illican and him turn about face, and it sort of skids back on the ground like anime style.
Cool.
I will say, just hold it right there, and I will hex him and blast him with a fireball.
Okay, there's one more detail that I want to mention to Illican and Big Smile. Around its neck is a collar of some kind. However, in what little bit of bright moonlight that there is, right, you can catch a glint of black and then blue, and then black and then blue. It has a collar of chardelin around its neck with a broken piece
boy.
of chain hanging down.
All right, coming at you.
What is it?
Yeah, it's an attack roll, and I have to roll to hit.
Oh yeah, and one of its eyes is out, right, and it's bloody and shit. There's like black blood pouring out of its face. That's why it always gets its wounded fury with advantage
Damn.
attacks.
Oh wait, 17.
17 for 5 and 5, 10.
10.
All right,
That was
you
a
heard it.
terrible roll.
You blast it in its back, and it turns around towards you and says,
Nobody.
does anybody
Uh,
speak Undercommon? Probably not,
do.
right?
I will on my
No.
turn.
You do?
Yes.
On my turn, I'll cast tongues.
Oh, okay. Well,
Oh.
V speaks Undercommon.
Oh shit!
So V, you would understand. The first thing that it said is to Big Smile. It says in Undercommon, "My prey comes to me," right? Like, yes, my dinner comes to me. And then as you blast it in the back, it turns around and it'll say, "Your next, surface dweller."
Huh. Well, hearing that, I will move back 5, 10, 20, 25. Get right
Okay.
about there.
Yep. All right, Illican, you're up.
All right, I will move right here.
Attaboy. Attaboy.
There it is. There it is. And then I think I have some room for a little wild shape.
Hell yeah, dude.
All right, so bonus action, I'll turn into the young winter wolf, Jay.
Okay. I can pull that up. Give me one
Wolf on
second.
wolf.
We'll get some bites in.
Yeah, this is definitely not a wolf. But I mean, I guess if you want to, if that's all the context that you have. There you go. A pure white wolf with glowing blue eyes, breathing a cloud of icy mist. Illican transforms into that.
Yeah, these creatures are badass. All right, let's get a bite going.
And it's
Do I
huge.
get-
It's a fucking. It's just as tall as this guy is, but like way wider.
Does it get a double attack?
I don't think so, actually.
Yeah, because like you can knock people.
If you
prone on your
shift,
attack.
if you shift, double click on your on the token, you should be able to pull it up because it's your.
Okay,
token.
hold on. Do I get advantage though? It says if an ally's within 5 feet.
You're
So-
flanking.
You're flanking.
Beautiful. Okay. Advantage.
You got.
What did we get?
That misses, unfortunately.
Damn.
So you transform into this thing, and it's one eye that's still good, sort of widens as it's like, what the fuck? And as you go to bite onto it, it grabs with these monstrous but humanoid-like hands. It grabs onto your mouth and closes it shut.
Ooh. All right, that's my turn then.
Big Smile, you're up.
Seeing this Chardolin collar,
Mm-hmm.
I'll shout that out to the group. Like, oh, looks Chardolin around the neck, boys. I'm gonna try to go for my newly found stunning strike.
Holy shit!
If I
Okay,
can get it in the
you gotta
ribs or
hit. You gotta
something.
hit first, right?
yeah,
Do I, or is it a DC?
that's just something you do after you hit somebody with a normal punch.
Understood.
Yeah. So you can actually
Okay.
save it until after you hit, right? You don't have to
Yep.
say you're doing it first. Yeah, it's like a smite.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. So I will strike first, 17 to hit.
That definitely hits.
And do I get the damage?
Yes.
As
Yep.
well.
Yep.
Okay, so now that I've hit, then I'll
Yeah, it's a
tack on
little
this.
sauce you put on top of your attack.
I
Um,
understood. I
And what kind of
gotcha.
save is it?
DC 15 con save.
All right, he has advantage on this.
Damn.
Oh,
He fails.
Not good enough.
So you can. I'll say, Big Smile, that you can tell that because this creature is severely injured by the eye,
Mhm.
that it's sort of gone into rage mode. But you quickly stop that, and I would like to know how. What does this look like?
Yeah, instead of like just trying to knock his block off, I think I'll go for like the equivalent of like a body shot, something like in the organs that
Liver
just
shot.
Yeah.
shuts it down from inside.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that totally happened. So he was grabbing onto on this wolf's mouth, and it was like fighting against him, and he digs his claws into the like snout part, and as you take this opportunity to fucking deck him in the kidneys, right? And he and he's sort of reeling. Is that your turn? You get to do 2 of those, don't you? Or that's just it.
I do get a second attack, but if he's incapacitated for the moment, I'm gonna use the rest of my turn to ask, like, should we try and get this collar off, or are we just putting the boy down?
It's worth a shot.
Okay. I presume it'd be like another action to try and like take the collar
Yeah,
off,
that's a
which-
separate
yeah.
thing.
So that's my turn then.
Okay. Gabar, you hear a crazy commotion on the other side of the
Okay.
house.
This
V
might be
comes
a
running over. There's
dick
something
move.
over there.
Yeah, so here's the thing: is I thought we're on the hunt for a werewolf right now, and if I turn that corner, I'm gonna see a big ass wolf. And do you see where I'm going with this? I
I
misty
do.
step
A
over
white
here
wolf.
with my once per day. I'm like, what the fuck's going on over there?
I will allow an intelligence check because you are very smart.
I won't actually do it. I just thought it'd be funny.
Well,
And
no.
the fact
Now I
that-
want an
I mean-
intelligence check.
We have also seen that form of Illiken before.
Have you?
Yeah, in the
Yeah.
Duragar hideout.
A few times. But
He did the
I-
tiger in the Duragar hideout.
No, but I have transformed into the wolf.
I don't
think-
remember that.
I think I did it when we got attacked by that thing that was hunting down V. That,
Oh, yeah.
the
You
thing that
did?
was, like,
Okay.
half
All right.
machine.
All right. All right. All
All right.
right. We're good then. And you know what? You can see the tattoos.
Okay, that's fair.
There.
All right, I
see
turn
the
the corner.
tattoos.
I misty step over there. I turn the corner. I see a big ass wolf. I'm like, fuck! As I grab like 3 pieces of paper, like that's fucking Illiken. And then I can move. So you'd be like, what the fuck? 5, 10, 15, 20. I can
Oh,
see
yeah.
the
You
thing.
can see him. Oh yeah.
All right, then I finish taking out those 3 pieces of paper because that's about all I can do. One says bludgeoning, one says piercing, and one says slashing. I
Okay.
throw them. They
Or-
turn into darts.
We're level
Yeah.
5 now. Cantrips level up.
Oh fuck! I forgot because I actually wrote down level me up at level 5. I get what was the here? I gotta look this up right quick. Sorry, I completely
No,
forgot
dude,
about
it's
that.
fine. It's fine.
Yeah,
is
this
great.
seems worth it.
Definitely.
Is this like a homebrew spell thing?
It's yeah.
Oh, okay.
You tack on spell damage. I mean,
I
elemental
get
damage
to I get to test for 3 more forms of damage.
Yeah, or like
Um,
fire, cold, lightning type
fire,
of thing.
cold, lightning. That's cool.
Pretty good.
Oh man.
Let's see.
I can't find the thing on D&D Beyond. I'm trying to.
It's okay.
So,
I know.
all
I
right,
know
so
what to do.
let's just start with the 3.
But I think it
and-
changes.
It does. No, I get 3 more. If I remember correctly.
What's the name of the spell?
Pest Strike.
Oh yeah. I searched it in.
Yeah, I
Our
just did the
chat.
same. I completely didn't even think to do that. 5 is acid, cold, and fire.
Sweet.
So,
That
and then
is
I
fucking
feel like I'm
awesome.
writing, like I take these 3 and I'm like, wait, why don't I just put more fucking words on these paper? And I quickly scribble down ice, fire, or acid, cold, and point, and I
Yeah.
throw them all. Those ones, obviously, green, blue, and an orangish color.
Is that what is that attack? Do you have to make an attack roll?
I do.
It's just
Yeah.
one attack roll
It is.
for 3 points of damage.
Yeah, they all get applied to this. 24.
That definitely hits.
So
And
it'll be
all
6 points of
3
damage.
do damage. So what is it? I mean, what does it look like when you fucking acidy him?
Yeah, I mean, like, because as they hit, then they were doing, like, the little, blips of damage, but the acid would probably just be, like, taking, like, a little bottle dropper and then, like, smashing it against something, so a little bit of acid damage goes out, a little bit of fire damage goes out as the fire part hits it, and a little bit of, part of it freezes into, like, a cold, icy
That's awesome.
stalactite on it as all 6 of those hit. That's supposed to be 6 damage. by
6
the way.
damage,
I
yeah,
just
yeah.
didn't upgrade the spell yet.
Man, it's a guaranteed static 6 damage for an attack roll. That's really fucking sick.
That is much better than the guaranteed 3.
Yeah. All right. So
And I'll just yell out to the group, like, fucking hit it with everything you got. It's
yeah,
fucking-
it's nothing.
not good as
Yeah,
shit.
it takes all the damage. Awesome. Quintus, you're up.
All right. I will step into this realm of madness and well, might as well guide them while they're still. Might as well use them while they're still good, and maybe I can even knock this thing out.
I think it's a humanoid. It has to. Oh no, he's immune to poison.
Oh yeah,
There you go.
figured.
He's immune to poison, so don't add any poison damage to it.
Yeah, there's no damage, but
Yeah, it would be.
yeah, it's just
eight.
a normal 8 piercing damage
Yep,
for a
yep.
hand crossbow.
Yep. So you shoot into it, right? And you're like, oh yeah, this is gonna knock him out. But then you're like, oh fuck, the poison isn't affecting it whatsoever.
Big Smile, try and get that thing off if you can. I don't know if it can be reasoned with. But take a D8 to help you with that.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Sapphira, you're up.
Alrighty. Let's walk up straight up to this guy and smash at him.
Okay.
Or slash at him.
Yeah, let's do it.
Advantage.
You have advantage.
20.
Yep, that hits for all. I'll take that 10.
Take the 10. All right. This
It's
is going to
bloodied.
be at. I got one more attack at advantage.
Okay.
Crystal Edge. 17.
That hits.
All right. How's this guy looking?
So very hurt. Very hurt. It's on the edge.
Smite.
Okay.
3.
Oh yeah, that's not enough.
Damn it.
But you slash into it real fucking good, and
Okay.
it's still like paralyzed. Can't do anything about it. That's your turn.
Yeah, that's my turn.
On our roll 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. End his turn. It's the Quaggoth's turn. That's it, right? Like he doesn't get it.
I don't think
Wow.
so.
That sucks. But now he's out of it, right?
Nope. I think it's till the end of Big Smile's turn.
Yeah, until the end of my next
Jesus
turn.
fucking Christ. I hate that spell. I hate this ability. All right. V, you're up.
Stunning strike time.
Jesus Christ.
This is the rest of the campaign, Jay. Get ready for it.
Oh, I'm ready. I'm gonna make all my characters immune to whatever the condition it is.
Stunned.
Stunned. Immune to stunned.
All right. I think it's time for me to kill this thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Someone help me take this collar off. No.
Yeah, right.
It's gonna die.
Like a pack scoop, it deserves to die.
All right, so let's get some attack rolls up in here. So I'm going to briefly lift off the ground just a little bit as my hair floats in the air. And an upcasted 4 beams of fiery
Talk about
blast are going to come
overkill.
streaking
Jesus.
towards this.
How do you want to do this?
Bro, no, I'll roll for it.
There's no way you're gonna miss all of them. How do you want to do this?
1, 2.
How do you want to do
The
this?
first one.
How do you want to do this?
He already said how
Well,
you
they
wanna
got to
do
go
this.
somewhere. The other one just sits in the wall then.
How do you want to do
Well,
this?
exactly how I said. So the weaving through this giant wolf and Sapphira are just these purple beams of like glimpse of touching the weave as they ignite in this purple flame, and he just obliterates.
Yeah. Burns them up
To a
all the
crisp.
shit. They all strike like simultaneously and creates a sort of pseudo explosion, and like all the people that are surrounding it sort of get knocked back a little bit, just from like the power of the weave, and it's dead.
Think we might have just killed someone's pet.
This isn't the same house we found
No,
Chewingas.
no. A couple of folks live out here in the woods.
Well, I guess we'll never know now.
Who would have something like this as a pet?
No, it's got that tall collar to look like it was chained up to the post in the shed here.
So something had a fucking abomination from some fucking other plane chained up in their shed?
Shoot, what was the name of that one woman? Oh, with the eye patch.
Villain?
Falin?
Villain probably wouldn't be doing this.
You last saw her in Bryn Shander.
Yeah,
Let's
I mean,
just go and see whose house this is.
Yeah, maybe we'll take a look. Is there anything else in this shed of note? If I do a quick look around,
Make
any other Chardolin or anything like that?
make a investigation check.
That's a 1.
Nope.
No Chardolin here. Should we go check the cabin itself then?
Sure.
yeah. I'm just. Does anybody else feel like the kid's story didn't quite add up?
I
Agreed.
mean, this thing was big and white.
And they'd come out to this cabin before and they never noticed anything?
There. I mean,
Unless this was a new addition, but
Oh, that was in my notes, I think.
they're
Am I-
kids. I don't really think
They
would,
they
like,
used
keep
to
track
go.
of something like that.
They used to go there all the time, but Miss Huddle told them that it was derelict and that it's too dangerous to go, so they haven't been there in a while.
okay.
Picking up what you're laying down though, Quintus. Yeah.
It's the kids.
Big smile as you step onto the porch.
Kids are trying to kill us.
You notice that there are 2 pickaxes leaned up against the wall. They don't look like they've been there for very long. Like right next to the front door.
That's odd. We're far away from that mine, aren't we?
Mine we know about, but you think
Well.
there's like another one nearby?
I'll pick up the pickaxe and like throw it through the door for if there's a window to break into this cabin.
There are windows, but they are boarded up. You want to throw it into the window or the door?
Into the door, into the hinges or something.
You
just to-
smash into the door, right? And why doesn't everybody make a perception check?
Could have just checked it first.
And put your tokens where you would be. Big smile. As soon as you smash into the door, you hear some rustling on the inside.
Oh fuck.
Also, big smile. You have a D8 if you want to add it.
That's good enough. Illican, if you're nearby the door. Oh, Illican, you're in your wolf form still, right? You
Yeah.
smell some stinky body odor coming from inside of this cabin.
I'll give like a growl, like a territorial
Yeah.
growl.
But you just smash into like one of the hinges and like you don't break the door down or anything. You just like put a hole in it.
Think we got some company in here, gents.
Yeah, can we actually bust it down now?
Yeah,
so
can
they
I like
can't
reach
get away?
my arm in like through the hole and like
Yeah, you
unlock the
reach
door
you
on
try
the
to
other
reach your
side?
hand in through the door and you realize there's a pile of chairs and stuff in front of the door.
Oh, can I just give it a?
Yep.
A body check?
Make an athletics check.
Does anybody else want to run around to the front with me? See if they're trying to get out that way.
I'll head that way.
Yeah, Illican will wordlessly follow. You say
Okay,
that.
make your way around to where your
I'll
tokens will
follow
be.
with as well.
Okay.
And I'll say
Um,
but.
Yeah, someone say with me.
I'm gonna say the wolf form will not be able to fit through the front door.
I figured. I'm gonna stay outside for now.
Okay. Is everybody's token where they would be?
Yo.
Yeah.
Okay. Big smile. You shoulder check the door and just past the DC to knock the door off its hinges, and a pile of chairs and old carpets and tables and stuff, like little side tables and bedstands and stuff, get knocked over, and you could see inside of the cabin. Let me get the dynamic lighting layer.
I imagine like maybe I stumble in like a few feet.
Oh, could I have also casted tongues on myself running around the side?
Yep. Okay, you like smash in through the door. You don't see anything. And then you do, as a pickaxe comes down towards you. Of a Durgar. We're gonna stay in initiative, the same initiative. However, I'm gonna roll initiative for the Durgar.
Suppose we should have seen that coming when we saw pickaxes.
Telegraph.
Gobmuncher.
That's
great
a name.
Shh, don't read anything yet. So it's gonna get a surprise attack on you, Big Smile, and reveal its position, and then we're gonna go into initiative because this dude is actually standing right next to the door.
Beauty. Just body check the door open and get a pickaxe to the dome.
Yep.
Ow.
It's like a warhammer or something.
That would fucking suck.
War pick. That's it. Normal sized. That is a 18 to hit.
You know what? That's okay. I didn't reset my nose that good last time I broke it anyway, so this is just
8 piercing.
Yeah.
As this axe like goes into your, or this like war pick goes into your shoulder. And you see a gray dwarf standing there in his cold weather clothes. You guys on the other side of the house hear the commotion of Big Smile get wounded. You see Big Smile get step in and then something attack him through the doorway.
All right. So if I go over to here, can I see Big Smile and whatever's assailing him?
Can't, because your token can.
Well, here's the deal. I can actually see everything, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, the dynamic lighting around the cabin isn't up right now.
Oh.
I don't think you have dynamic lighting enabled on this map.
Oh, I don't. Whoops. That's okay. Oh, there it is. Can everybody still see?
Yes.
Now it's right.
I can't see anything.
No,
Okay.
actually.
That's because it's dark in here, Big Smile. But I will give you vision.
Oh, there we go.
However, that's another thing. Yeah, it's dark inside of this room. So,
Okay.
Gio, are you can see?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or I guess the dynamic lighting is working if that's what you're saying. Like I can't see inside, but I think it makes sense because I'm not.
Yes,
in there.
you're on the other side.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Take your turn.
I can see it.
Okay, you like just the corner of it. So he'll have cover.
More than half of him.
Okay, he'll have cover if you're range attacking.
Okay. Half cover?
Yeah.
That's fine. So I'll move my hex to him, and then
Okay.
I'll do a regular old scorching ray.
Okay. Miss, hit.
All right. So for 9 fire and 5 necrotic.
All right. Yeah, 14. You blast into it with these purple flames following the trail of the weed, and it strikes into him. Oh wait, no, actually that last one doesn't hit because he has half cover.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Forgot about that. All right, so one of them hits. The other one's hit the door frame.
Then I will. Is this a window over here?
It is, but it's boarded
Oh,
up.
but they're boarded up. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay, never mind. I'll stay put.
Okay. Illican, you're up.
Okay.
You hear a commotion going on inside, but you are not sure what is happening.
Yeah, upon hearing the commotion, see, I will drop Wild Shape, and then
That's
I
a
believe
bonus action, right?
it's a bonus action, and then I believe it's an action to assume my hybrid form.
Yes. However, I will let you know that you will need to make a wisdom saving throw if you're going to take your hybrid form, in order to not lose control of yourself.
Ooh.
Interesting.
That time.
Or you can try to hold firm and stay in your normal form. But you know that risking going into your hybrid form is risking going into full bear form.
That's interesting. Should I embrace the chaos for +1 AC and resistances?
It is a pretty cool mechanic. I like that.
All right, you know what? Just for flavor, I'll do it. I'll
Yes.
attempt to go in
All
the
right,
hybrid.
then you
Lost
need
Silicon.
you need to make a wisdom saving
He's
throw.
a druid.
And let's see. For every hour past when I told you. So let's say we're going to add. So it's going to be a 13 right now.
All right,
You need to make a wisdom saving throw, DC 13.
here we go.
All right. You hybrid form it up.
This one.
But you can feel as your your back arches and your fur grows out. You can feel it sort of pull you more into your bear form as you let out like a guttural like a bear noise, but you hold through and keep Illican inside of there.
Still with us, big guy?
Yeah, he'll nod towards you, but grunt, and then yeah, he'll kind of stumble, like almost he's trying not to walk on all fours. And then let's see how far I can go. 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, so I can get right up to the door.
And it is a athletics check, DC 13 to bust it open.
To bust it open. All right, let's would that be an action though?
Object interaction?
I'll allow an object interaction, yeah. So it's free.
Alrighty. Athletics, you said?
Yeah. No problem. Smash! The door flies open. There's a bunch of tables and chairs and stuff that was in the way that come flying out of the way.
You're looking to smash. All right, that's my turn.
You still have an action. Do you have any more movement, or that's all your movement?
Or
Well, I thought that was my transformation.
Oh, that's right.
That's
That's
why I
right.
was asking. Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, you can totally bust open that door. Yeah. Big smile. You're up.
I am going to pivot around to this side and just take a couple throws at this guy.
Okay. That
Attack.
misses.
Ooh. Extra attack.
That hits.
That'll hit. 5.
Mhm.
And my bonus action attack.
Hit.
Damn, getting close.
Okay. He's still up, but he's hurt. He's real hurt. He's past bloodied.
Oh. Okay. Interesting. That's it for me.
Okay. Gabar, you're up.
All right.
I would actually yell out that we got a Durgar in here, boys.
Fucking Durgar. I'm gonna get up to right there so I can see that spot right in the middle there. Now, where do I want to put it? Oh, you know what? Sorry. This is just reading a spell. Never mind, I'll put it right here. Maximum Innocent Grasp.
Okay.
As I pull the piece of paper out, wrap it over my nub, and you see a little earthen, hand there as one forms right there. And I'm going to go ahead and try to use it on this guy.
Where I put Grim, that's where it is.
Okay. Oh no, sorry, right there. So
Okay.
I'm gonna use it on that guy.
So out of the floorboards smashes this sort of icy hand.
And it's going to, as I move my wrist to try to grab it, the hand's gonna do the same thing, and it needs to make a strength saving throw.
Okay, Durgar, strength saving throw. This is a spell, so he has advantage.
16 just beats it.
Sorry.
Yeah, that meets it to beat it.
Yep.
Okay.
So
that's
a
fine.
giant hand comes out and tries to come down on top of him, but he like ducks out of the way as it smashes into the floor again. All 5 fingers creating little holes in the floor as it comes back up. That's your turn?
Yeah.
Coming out of invisibility is this Durgar here. There is a Durgar with he has like a sort of short, actually, let me see. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, he's got this long beard that is tucked into a sort of belt around his like a pin around his waist. He has a bunch of like really weird like runic daggers tucked into his pants. He's got white hair that comes back down and this big bulgy nose, and on his back is a fucking huge ass crossbow. This thing is almost as tall as he is. And he whips it around in front of him with 2 hands, holding it into his waist. And you can see that it is a double crossbow. It shoots 2 bolts at a time. And this is his handout. And as he drops invisibility, pulling out this crossbow, he fires it, and the arrows come streaking toward Big Smile, but they both land inside of the other Durgar, who drops dead right there. And the Durgar will say, "I no hurt," and will turn towards somewhere else in the room, not towards Big Smile, as that Durgar's dead.
Huh.
And he just sort of points it in like this random direction in the room. That is his turn.
That is interesting to say the least.
Quintus, you're up.
We all heard that?
Whoever is nearby.
Okay.
So probably not Sapphira and Quintus.
All right. The door's open, right?
It sure is. Wide open.
I just can't see inside, so.
Oh, let me close the door, or let me open that for you.
Oh yeah, I don't think I can get inside either.
There you go.
Is there a window you can see through?
All the
Yeah, I
windows
got
are
it
boarded
now.
up.
Oh, yeah.
That was started back here. Yeah, I guess I'll just get over here.
Okay.
And
Standing down. He's standing down.
I don't know if you can hear me, V, but try not to burn the place down. And if you're within 60 feet of me, V, you get a D8.
Cool.
Yep.
Thank you.
She gets it. That was your action to dash, right?
Yep.
Okay. As you run into the room, you bump into something invisible.
Oh, shit.
That's your turn?
Yeah, I got like a rapier and crossbow out now. Like
Awesome.
fuck.
As soon as you bump into this thing, he will appear. And take a attack at you with advantage. Actually, yeah, he'll take an attack at you with advantage. Because he was invisible when he started the strike. So here's a war pick, normal sized. That is
Hey, that's cheating.
18 to hit. 5 piercing. Oh, 15.
It's cheating.
Glancing blow.
Glancing blow. Okay, you take 2 points of damage.
All right.
As he's a little thrown off that you would even say anything to him at all. And let's make the rest of these Durgar appear. Okay. I guess.
Oh wow, it's crowded in here.
Yeah, this
Oh.
one's definitely going to move up on you. But this one is going to say something in Undercommon towards this guy. You cast tongues, right?
Yeah, if I was able to do it running around the house.
He said, Gringus, you slimy bastard! And he's going to run across the table because he was standing on or sitting in a chair. So he'll jump up onto the table, 5, 10, and he's going to try to tackle this other Durgar. Oh, that sucks. Let's see if Gringus can beat it. Almost certainly. Oh yeah, easily enough. He dodges out of the way and turns his crossbow towards this dude. And it doesn't look like he would have any sort of disadvantage with his crossbow at short range. But that guy's like on the ground. That was his action. Oh wait, there's one more. We'll do. He'll go around. Your hand doesn't get an attack of opportunity, right?
Nope.
All right, he'll actually move there and attack Big Smile. Big Smile, this one's for you. It is a 22
That'll do it.
for 3 damage.
2, 3. Ouch.
And there's one more on Quintus, right?
Yeah.
This is at advantage because they were invisible until they attacked.
Oh, nice.
That misses. All right. That's all the Durgar. Sonar's turn.
Wait, you missed me.
I did.
Yeah.
Oh, Sapphira, go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. So do I hear the where do I hear the most common sounds of action?
Inside the house.
Is it inside the house?
Yes,
All right.
definitely.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to dash. So essentially, I'm going to be dashing, essentially, like kind of right up over here
Yep, no problem.
and into the house.
Yep.
There
You
we
can
go.
see the whole commotion going on. There's a bunch of Durgar. There's one Durgar in the back here who has a big ass fucking huge ass crossbow and he's like pointing at one of his friends about to fire at him.
Yep. Okay, that sounds about right. I don't have any bonus action things I could use right now. So actually, I'm going to use my channel divinity. I'm going to use my channel divinity to gain another spell slot as a bonus action.
Okay.
With
Um,
power.
that sounds fine. I'll roll a D3.
Me roll D3.
No, I am.
Okay.
What the fuck? Is it /R?
Yep.
Slash R.
R slash R. Yeah, slash R.
Sorry.
Yeah, Reddit is r/.
I had too much time on Reddit.
I
Okay,
always get
1,
those
2,
mixed up too.
3. So this one gets a Sacred Flame from Sonar. It has advantage on this roll. It succeeds, so it takes no damage. As Sonar holds up his staff and incants, and light appears over him, but he dodges out of the way. V, you're up.
All right. I see more dwarves. I'm gonna move my hex to this one. And matter of fact, actually, wow, I'm gonna change all of this. 5, 10. And I'm gonna do I don't really care about this guy that much. He probably won't die. But I am gonna need intelligence saves from all of them.
These 3.
Yes.
All of them are advantage. So 1, 2, and let's check the intelligence on 3. So fail, 12, fail.
Just 9 psychic, and they are all stunned.
Okay.
Oh, so the 12 passes?
Oh, the 12 does pass.
Oh. Yeah, my bad.
No, that's my bad. All right, so the 2. Does he take half damage though?
Yes.
And is not stunned?
So he's 4 and not stunned.
Okay.
Hey. I did that on purpose.
So these 2 guys are stunned. God, this thing's so slow. I got too many things going on at once. Like a slow ass thing. Okay, that's your turn.
Yes.
As you make a whoop, and
Well, actually, I'll move out of the way so Gabar can maybe get in there.
okay,
Oh, I'm not getting in there. I'm gonna use Earth and Grasp on that guy.
Well,
my
I'm just
turn.
getting out of the way
I
anyways.
get an auto succeed on that one now. Thanks.
okay. Illican, you are currently staving off the beast within. What would you like to do?
Let's try to direct some of that energy towards the Duergar. All right, so I moved 5, 10. Let's get a primal savagery on this guy right here.
Move to the left. Move to the left.
Bang. Yeah.
There we go.
I'm not there to yell at you
There it
until
is.
you flank with me. So
All right, so now you're flanking him, and you can have advantage on an attack roll.
Beautiful.
me from the other side of the cabin, flank him, flank him.
I will get the flank down. My mission. All right. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. That misses.
Damn.
You slash into him, however, he's wearing this heavy sort of armor, and you completely just scratch that as acid burns into it, but doesn't affect him.
All right, we'll get him next time.
All right,
Is there anything else I can do? No, not at the moment. All right, this is my turn.
All right, big smile.
I'm gonna wail into this guy a whole bunch. So this is at advantage
Oh yeah,
a
He's
couple
stunned.
times over.
yeah. You would actually have flanking as well,
Yeah.
even though you don't really know that you would.
Roll 6 dice and take the highest.
19.
Hit,
Second attack.
hit,
Bonus action.
hit.
All right. Let's see what we
And
got.
that's probably gonna do him. Yep,
17 total.
that is just enough.
Woo! Beauty.
How do you want to do this? What do you do?
I mean, if he's stunned, I feel like I'm just like raining like hammer fist like down on him. There's not really any
Absolutely.
boxing form
The
right now.
Duragar with this crossbow, as he's watching this, he turns the crossbow towards the guy that's on the other side of him, and he looks over at you and gives you a wink.
All right. I still have some movement though. I'm gonna hop up on this table here.
Okay. Oh, very good. All right, Gabar, you're up.
All right. Yeah. I don't even need to do anything to make this guy succeed or fail a strength saving throw, as the earthen hand comes and just grabs him and just throws him and just holds him to the ground. And
Awesome.
he's gonna take some damage from that too.
Okay.
8 bludgeoning damage from that,
Ouchie.
as he's also restrained and
Yep.
stunned.
Yep.
And
A giant icy hand reaches out and grabs onto the Duragar, who doesn't even resist. That is your turn, yeah?
That's it. Yep.
Okay, it's now Grengus's turn. He will do a roll, and he will move a lot faster than you would think a Duragar holding a big-ass crossbow should be able to move. He quickly does a barrel roll, jumps up like fucking Die Hard, and blasts right past Sapphira into this guy. So he's gonna make an attack this time. That misses. As he fires the crossbow, it goes right between Sapphira's legs, 2 bolts, and then strike into the wood behind the other Duragar. Not quite. And he curses in Dwarvish. And Quintus, you are up.
All right, I will very carefully try and juke these guys out. Take one step, slice up the structural integrity, take the losses, and then thunder wave these two guys.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a second level as well.
Is Thunderwave a square around you?
No, it's a cube originating, and I'm on one of the faces.
Awesome.
So we'll have right here, and they should take 20 damage on a failed save.
What kind of save is it?
Constitution.
They have advantage.
All right. Yeah, so
One
they both
success.
take 10 damage.
Oh yeah, advantage. So they both take 10 and are not knocked prone, right?
Yeah.
Oops. Yep. And then this guy is 10. However, you do blast out the corner of both of these walls. And the house sort of settles as there's this huge thunderous crack. And two of the maybe supporting walls get knocked out, but the house still stands as the pressure of the rafters on the ridge hold the ridge in place.
All right. Yeah, that's all I got for now.
All right. It is the Durgar's turn. Okay. The stunned one's still stunned, right? Okay, so he's not doing shit. However, this one is pissed, so he's gonna move here and attack Quintus. This is advantage. 16.
What, you think you're clever flanking too?
What do you need to succeed? What do you have, a 16? AC?
That's enough.
Okay. All right. You don't take any damage at all. As he drives it down into the floor right next to you as you just step right out of the way casually. He growls angrily and tries to get his pick out, but it's stuck in the floor until he finally rips it out. This one is going to go now. Boy, it would be good to get Quintus. But he's got these two other fuckers on him. These are trained combatants. He's going for Quintus.
I am definitely the weak link here.
Yeah. Nope. Fucking hell. And that's it for the Durgar. Sapphira, you're up.
That elven armor is getting a tip next time we're in Brenchander.
I'm gonna attack with my crystal edge against this guy over here.
Yes, sir.
Actually, hold on, because I do have another. I do have another weapon I can use right here.
You do. You can also flank over here.
Come on, lass, get beside him.
Sure, big smile.
I'll flank and attack with. I'll attack with crystal edge since it does a little bit more damage.
Okay.
All right. Crystal edge at advantage.
Big smile's just on the table, pointing at where people can be flanking.
Yep, that hits for 7.
I'm gonna do another attack at advantage.
Yes, you are.
Hold on. Let me
What do you
put the
get? What do you
advantage
get?
on it. Let me put that advantage on it. 22.
That hits for 8.
I'll do a
how do you want to
smite
do
then.
this?
Oh, really? Okay.
Yep.
I just I swing down and just chop off both this guy's feet.
Oh fuck! Like a low swing. Oh
Yeah.
damn, that sucks. So you chop off his feet and trip him up, and he fucking slams down on the floor, completely dead. Blood starts to spill all over the. It begins to drip through the
Shoot,
floorboards.
Hold on.
Yeah, these kids aren't living here anymore.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, these guys are a threat to. These guys are a threat to 10 towns. Might as well.
Oh yeah. It's Sonar's turn. So this dude can't make deck saves, right? That's like just not a thing.
Dex and strengths
Stun
are automatic
guy?
fails.
Alrighty, so Sonar's gonna damage this guy with a Sacred Flame. 5 radiant.
Get his
It's-
ass on our.
He's still up. But Sonar will say some sort of, elven prayer. V, you're up.
All right, stepping in. 5, 10. Lots of dead bodies. That's what I like to see. Which of these two are looking worse for wear?
The
Go
guy
ahead.
that's stunned
Oh, wait.
and covered in a
Actually,
hand, and
yeah. This. It doesn't matter. That one's the one that's already.
that
got
guy
my
has a hand on him, and Big Smile's boxing him in the face. It's a rough time for that guy.
Yeah. Damn, I stepped a little bit too close to this guy. That's okay. I'll firebolt homeboy right here.
Yep. You definitely have advantage.
All right.
Yeah, that hits.
19,
All right.
Or-
What?
16. Damn.
How do you want to do this?
As soon as I step in, you said Big Smile was holding him by the throat. I'll.
No, there's a giant hand. Gabar's hand is like pinned him to the table.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have him in my hand.
Just you see under the hand just a flash of flame spill out from the fingers.
Oh yeah. Like
and then the hand
when
opens
a
up and he's
big
just charred.
when a big creature like eats a bomb or something and they burp out fire or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. It's like a hand and then flames sort of shoot out from underneath of it. Awesome.
And that's my turn.
Yeah. What else could you do? Illican, you're up.
All right, I see this guy who appears to be the leader, wielding a.
He's been
Just looking
fighting with
crossbow.
us, Illican. He's been
Five
killing Duragar.
He's a friend.
He
Wait,
just
like-
hates all Duergar, though.
Wait.
It's not even like friend or foe. Fuck
He's
it,
already
you know?
trying to stave off the beast. So
Yeah.
the beast won this time. Let's get it.
Yeah, I'm just going for this guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's see.
Yeah, that
hits.
definitely hits.
7 acid.
Ouch! You burn a hole in his cloak as he yells out in pain, and he says, "I know you." In common.
Illican will, yeah, he's having trouble speaking, so he'll let out like a
growl.
gurgling.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right, Big Smile, you're up.
Oh, V, get out of my way.
Sorry.
I'm gonna punch this person.
Okay.
15.
That misses. I think it does miss.
Okay.
Still
That
haven't
hits.
used your D8 all day.
Oh,
yeah.
You
Yes,
hit.
yes,
you
yes.
hit. If you used it on that, you hit. For a glancing blow. So
Shit,
actually
I
roll it.
forgot I
So
have
actually
one of
roll it.
those.
Char 1D.
Oh yeah, definitely. Both hit.
Thank you, Quintus. And bonus attack. Bonus action, sorry.
Yep.
17.
Hits.
All right. So we have 7, 5, and 4 for 16.
That's just enough.
Oh, dialing it up.
This is technically the last guy. How do you want to do this?
I'm gonna do like a "This is Sparta" kick, like from the top of the table.
Absolutely.
Just put like my size 15 boot right in his chest.
I love it. Yeah, he gets knocked down, and as you like follow through with the kick, you like come down on top of him, and like he sinks into the floorboards, like you smash the floorboard below him.
Beauty.
And you step on his body, and unless you guys are gonna keep trying to fight this other guy, we can get out of combat.
Yeah, I think it's the rest
have
of
to-
us
Someone,
like, trying to hold Illican back.
Okay,
someone
okay.
restrain me.
All right, so everybody runs up and tries to pull back Illican, and this dwarf sort of does a barrel roll and moves back over into this corner. And he will stand in the corner holding his crossbow, he's got it like into his pelvis, right? That's how he fires it, right? And he's aiming it towards you guys. And he says, I know hurt.
I'll go up to him like with the boxer stance, and then like extend it as a handshake instead.
He will slowly lower his double crossbow, which is already loaded. He can just do it like super fucking fast. He actually ignores loading properties. He seems to be a crossbow expert. So he lowers down his crossbow and just nods at you, not accepting, like not shaking your hand.
I take it your common isn't very good, so if this is easier for you, talk like this.
Yeah. So you come like it comes out as dwarvish to him, right?
Yeah.
And he will say,
Right. So you can understand me.
Yeah, in short bursts.
Very good, very good. I don't wish to harm you.
Much appreciated. He's got an issue with Duragar. Nothing personal against you. But we're willing to look past that. If you want to work with us, you seem to be no friend of these marauders.
he says, in dwarvish. So those of you that can speak dwarvish can understand this conversation, but those of you that can't. He will say,
These once were my friends, but times have changed. And you're just the sign that I was looking for. I know who you are.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Depends on who you ask.
Oh, what does it mean to you?
You can help us.
All right, who is us?
Am I safe to talk?
Illican?
as if like, can we sort of put down our weapons here for a minute? Is kind of what he's getting at.
Why are we not
Sapphire
killing
will
this
put
one?
her axe away.
Yeah, is anybody holding back Illican? Illican, you're not like
That's
going,
why my hand's right there. It's like
not
blocking
going,
Illican
not
from
going nuts,
there.
but just like Illican, you're just starting to like feel sick.
Yeah, he's on edge. Like the reason I attacked is because he's kind of in a rage and he doesn't trust this guy at all.
Yeah, absolutely. Once everybody sort of lays down their weapons and sort of hangs out for a second. Does everybody lower their weapons?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, as everybody sort of calms down a little bit, he will lower his crossbow even more. And he will say,
We haven't got much time. Destruction's light is upon you.
So are you like part of a rebel group of Duragar?
Durgar don't rebel. They just follow better leadership.
All right, semantics, but
Listen. The construction is completed. King Zardarok is only waiting around for all of his men.
and he gestures his crossbow to like these dudes in this room.
Waiting for all his men to get into position to start the attack. Destruction's light is coming.
can we stop this at all?
I don't know. What I do know is Lady Grandalfa. She's waiting for you. At Sunblight Fortress.
They're gonna allow us to just walk in there.
He sort of shakes his head. Lady Grandalfa is.
Why?
I feel like I must explain myself.
Yeah, why are you
I'm
telling
sorry.
us all this?
Destruction's light is coming. And if it's not stopped, many good Durgar are going to lose their lives. All thanks to some mad king.
So, as somebody who can speak Durgar,
Yes, you can.
Could-
Yeah, Dwarvish, you can understand him for sure.
could I incite him to see if he's being...
Yeah, make an insight check.
Cool. I want to see if he's being truthful. 7.
Well, he speaks Dwarvish. Oh, that's a good sign that he's a Durgar. He'll say,
That's why I turned to my kin. You see, King Zardarok, he's lost himself to the black ice. His obsession with the substance has consumed him into madness. To such an extent that he'll stop at nothing to obtain all of it. What an honorable king he once was. But now he loves Chardelin more than his own clan. He will destroy us all with destruction's light if nothing's done.
Good to see we're on the same page. You know, seems like you and I have similar goals. Depose this tyrannical king.
Exactly. His paranoia has grown so much that he's executed many of his closest allies under suspicion of treason. The entire clan is on the brink of civil war. Some blindly following their king, while others side with Lady Grandalfa.
You guys get all this? There's a splinter faction of Durgar, or
They seem to be splits between this Lady Gandalfa and the king.
He truly is on our side then.
Truly is a loaded term here.
I mean, this is the first Durgar we've met that's even thought a bad thought about King Sunblight.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend, I suppose. Would you ask him about Oyamanarta? Perhaps he knows.
Have you heard of a bear woman? Goliath, like him?
He shakes his head no.
But I've been exploring the tundra for at least a month.
What about Battlehammer? The surface dwarf that built the thing.
Built Destruction's Light.
I can only assume that's why he was kidnapped.
I don't know who works on it. Many of my clan's folk have been tirelessly working day in and day out on it. But it's finally been completed.
What in the nine hells was that creature outside?
A Quaggoth. Underdark creature. We have many of them in the fortress.
Good news, everything. Good news, everyone. There's more of those things.
Fucking great.
It escaped, so we barricaded ourselves in here. He was one of the wild ones. Some of the more tame ones serve King Zardarok.
All right. Are there other cells of Duragar around this town?
We were all that was sent here. But you must hurry to Lady Grandolpha.
Where can we find her?
She's in the fortress.
Oh, right, yeah, I think you said that.
So if we just walk up and say we're here for an audience with Lady Grandolpha, they'll not kill us on sight?
No. You see, the fortress is split. But King Zardarok knows not a treason, a coup brewing. He only suspects it. But Lady Grandalpha has her spies, such as myself. And we have heard tell of you. The surface dwellers who defeated Prince Nildar and Prince Dirth.
The king's sons.
He nods.
Lady
I imagine-
Grandalpha, Lady Grandalpha waits for you. She knows you must be planning on infiltrating the fortress.
I imagine we've already drawn ire from the king himself.
Can I maybe tell if this how truthful this guy's?
Well, he's speaking a different language.
I speak Dwarvish.
You do?
Oh yes.
Oh shit! Yeah, you've understood him completely. Make an insight check. Yeah, you have the feeling that he is being very truthful. However, I think you can also tell with a 19 that he is only saying all of this, not necessarily to save his clan or to, get back at the king or anything like that. It's more of a selfish, greedy, maybe he'll get a reward sort of way. But he's speaking the truth.
Any advice on getting into this fortress?
The fortress is impenetrable. The stone doors cannot be opened from the outside. They're magically sealed. But I can get in. I can help you. I know a way. I can guide you to the fortress and bring you safely to Lady Grandolpha. I will be greatly rewarded if I do. Nothing would please me more.
Is everybody cool with this?
What? I can't fucking hear what you're saying.
A word you guys are
This guy leading us into the fortress to ally with the Splinter faction.
I mean, if it could,
You gonna trust this fucking guy?
I trust his ambition. No
Yeah,
offense.
can I wait till tomorrow morning?
It's gonna have to.
Yeah, it is.
Plus, we could probably just use, big words, and he wouldn't be able to understand us. But does he even know what that means? Ambition?
I'd rather we wait to learn more about somebody like this than just to trust him on blind ambition alone.
I don't know if we have time to wait.
Well, unless you want to shepherd a wild animal there, suggest we go take care of our business and then head out first thing.
How long we got till Illican loses full control?
Guess in a couple minutes.
Yeah, like the clock is ticking.
I mean, maybe it'd be better just to chain him out in the fence outside. It might seem cruel, but I don't think we'll make it back to Lonelywood.
I mean, there is a door on it on the shed, and the shed's basically undamaged. You could theoretically lock him in there.
We just stay here for the night.
You okay with that, Illican?
Yes, I still don't trust him, but if and again he's like having trouble speaking. If he can lead us to my friend, then fine.
Gonna go check out this shed and see how easily we can secure it.
Easily enough.
Well, let's put you inside, Illican, before you become unmanageable.
Very well.
All right, sleep tight.
Oh, there won't be much sleep to be had, but I will deal with it as I always do.
All right, so Illican sort of walks into the shed. You guys close the doors behind him and like throw a plank of wood, a sturdy plank of wood through the door handles to keep the door from opening.
I can give you 5 rations, Illican, and a water skin, and I'll use the manacles to like lock onto each other around the door handles. If that helps.
Oh, perfect.
I'll get
Oh,
another
yeah.
ration as well.
Okay.
I should be sated by this. Thank you all.
Good luck, brother.
But no, bears like
Is it-
hardtack.
As the door shuts, Illican, you can finally release. And as you do, your back turns and you gruesomely turn into a big ass polar bear. Yep.
The time has come.
That was
Yep.
quick.
The Duragar stands in the corner, still sort of at the ready. And as soon as Quintus comes back in, or whoever that speaks Dwarvish comes back in, he says, "When are we leaving? We need to hurry."
As soon as the moon goes down.
As soon as our friend here has let go of his primal rage.
We rest up after your friends beat the shit out of us.
He like turns his he unloaded his crossbow and turns it upside down and uses it as like a stick to lean on, pointing down, and he'll say,
Destruction's light could come at any moment.
And we will be ready for it.
he shakes his head no. And he says,
You have to stop Zardarok before it comes.
What is
That is what I mean
Destruction's
when I said
Light? Do you
ready.
know what it is?
he nods his head somberly.
No. Don't leave us in suspense.
It's a dragon.
And we'll end the session there.
Oh.
Oh, fuck!
But all of you guys can hear, like, in Dwarvish, she says,
They're
like,
building.
Issa Draco, or something, you know?
Yeah,
And you guys are like, huh?
I
What?
know that word. Damn.
A dragon. Oh boy.
Well, this is gonna be good practice for when we have to get that chest off of that boat.
Oh, and by the
We'll
way,
see.
Brendan, are the rations literally just like hardtack?
Yeah. Some
Yeah,
jerky.
like
Oh, no,
dried salt beef.
There's some meat in there.
Yeah, as long as there's a little meat. Yeah, I mean,
Theoretically.
he's gonna be ravenous no matter what. To be honest.
All right.
All
that's
right.
the
Talking about
session.
cannibalism, we can just take one of these Duergar and throw it in there for,
Yeah.
you know,
We
midnight
also
snack.
have our
Just-
we have
yeah,
a pot too.
Throw in the
Oh, yeah, the
Plagoth.
cauldron. He'll be good for tonight.
Some
He's just
pickled
a-
trout.
He's just a bear. The worst thing he's going to do is like try to scratch up the walls to get out, but he's not going to like rage. You know, they're like werebears are like really calm.
He just wants to go fishing.
Yeah, yeah.
No, literally.
He's like those
visions of
bears that like
fishing.
dig through the trash and shit. Like he's not trying to attack anyone. He's just like hungry.
Just wants to fish for God's sakes.
But yeah, that's basically all I wanted to do this session. So
That was
we're
a
good to go.
great episode. That was fun.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
It's a dragon.
Yeah,
I didn't
Jay, I
expect that.
was wondering why you weren't ending the session, and then you just dropped that on us.
Yeah. So
Damn.
it's a dragon made of charlin.
Oh,
Fun.
I'm
Fun.
so excited.
So we're good the next 3 weeks.
Yeah, we should.
7, 14, 21.
21.
Oh, wait.
Is that the one we were talking about? Maybe yes, maybe no.
I'm gone the 28th, the Wednesday after Christmas.
Oh no, yeah, we're good for the 21st. I mean, several days away. If it comes to it, we'll deal with it.
Okay.
But
I'm good for it.
Yeah, I think
somebody
Yeah,
said
I'm
it,
good
they
through the
couldn't.
I'm good through that entire week. So
I mean, honestly, I'm good the 21st, the 28th, and the 4th. So.
not that entire week, the entire month. My bad.
yeah, we'll cross that bridge when time to do it. That's if you guys don't die in the next 2 sessions.
That's true.
the next
Yeah.
2. Oh my God, Jay.
Oh, it's basically balls to the wall from this point on.
Yeah.
Sick.
Wow.
Sick.
I need level 6. I need
I'm
that,
really excited for what comes next. This is probably my favorite part of the adventure, other than the end.
Okay.
I'm glad to see I'm getting my money's worth out of tongues.
Yeah, seriously. And do we know yet, like, so this whole Zardarok being, like, tricked and now he's, like, kind of crazy and the Chardlin attacking, is that different from those, like, original druids and, like, the never-ending winter and that, like, owl person?
As far as we know, totally separate things
Okay,
going on.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
The intelligent of the group can deduce that the Durgar seem to be capitalizing on the night because they can't come out in the sunlight. So the reason that they're like, oh wow, it's fucking dark here. You know, we can come out and take over the land now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so there's like 3 main forces at play, like Zardarok, Colt, and then Avarice.
Yep.
So.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Well, 4. I mean, does the Zents count?
Yeah.
Okay, throw the Zent and Brigandareth. Yeah, that's great. Anything else that's trying to kill us?
That's
while we're
why
at it?
that's why I love this campaign. It's a lot.
Did we
there's a
mention
lot
the
of
Black
moving
Swords?
pieces. Avarice. Yeah. I really like this adventure a lot because it's like I was just watching a video earlier today on like advice on how to run Rime with Frostmaiden, and they were like, oh, cut this out and cut this out because it strays away from the focus of the campaign, and I'm like, dude, that's the best part. Is that there's so much going on in this one story. It's like I don't want you guys to be on the railroad. I want you to like have all of the things happening.
Yeah, I think that's the spirit of a campaign.
It's chaotic in all the best ways.
Hell yeah.
Yep, and now you just have to face a fucking fortress full of Duragar and evil Duragar king and a Chardlin dragon.
Easy stuff.
And then
But they
That'll
call
be
it
easy once we have
they
our
call
own
it
army.
Destruction's Light. That's its name.
That's sick. It's badass.
It's super badass. Wait till you see the fucking thing. It's even more badass. Imagine what you're thinking of, and then imagine it more badass. That's what it is. All right. Well, that was a great session. I had a lot of fun. I can't wait till next week. We're gonna get fucking rolling. Are you guys just gonna stay the night and then dip the fuck out, or you're gonna try to talk to the kids, right?
We gotta go get the dogs from them anyway.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And you're just gonna drag a Durgar into town with you, or I mean, he could be
turn
invisible.
invisible. Yeah.
He can. Okay. All right. Well,
I mean, maybe we should stop and tell the speaker what's going on, but because there are a bunch of like
we'll
Grey Dwarfs just
tell her what
They'll be
happened
with
to the
the
kids.
kids.
Hey, yeah, that too.
I mean, according to this guy, we cleared out all the Duragar here, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
So
is
first-
this is a small town.
Yeah, and then we dip the fuck out.
Yeah, and I'm sure you guys will have way more questions for this guy. He has more answers than you would think.
For a second there, when you busted in, and the kids came running out of the woods, and they were they were like, it's a werewolf. I was like this close to accusing Ogden of being a werewolf. 'Cause, like the werewolf Thulakalakas
Yep.
versus the werebear Akanagis. I'm
Yep.
like, that would be awesome.
Yeah, I
That would've
wanted.
been awesome,
I
yeah.
did that literally because it would make so much sense, and that thing does kind of look like a werewolf, kind of.
yeah, no, it's
Like
a
I
good
could
guess
see
for a
how a
traumatized
little
kid.
Yeah, I could see that was like a
Yeah.
werewolf.
And Will, I think it would have been a funny roleplay opportunity if you like accidentally attacked Illiken like you didn't know.
Oh yeah, I mean, especially if it was 6 damage, but I just didn't want to do it because
but
it would have been funny, but dick move.
Yeah,
ultimately.
and I think Gabar would have known, but like if he hadn't, I think that's fair game, That's like accidental friendly
Yeah,
fire.
we're doing a werewolf hunt. I turn a corner, see a wolf. It's like, well, okay.
Bingo.
That
All
was
right.
easy.
Well, that's Gringus Gobmuncher, and that is the session for this week. I'll see you guys.
Stop launching.
I'll
That's a
see
good
you
one.
guys next week.
All right, see you guys next
See ya.
week.
Yeah.
Bye.
See y'all next week, everybody.